Yo, did y'all talk about AD today? I bet y'all talked a lot about him.
What kind of question is that? We spent like 45 minutes on AD.
Listen, I'm not done. I'm sorry. I mean, I wasn't on the panel today, so I got a lot of things, and I hope that Real Talk is gonna pull up here. And I need Real Talk because me and him was having a conversation on Dub's World about Anthony Davis, and it's so annoying. It's so this man was getting killed last night, bro, on like all cylinders. Sabonis was wiling on him, bro. Like that was crazy. And this is my main gripe with AD and like the AD apologists as well. Like stop giving me, oh, you expected him to grab all these rebounds and play this defense, man. Like what more do you want from him? Bro, I'm not trying to see Anthony Davis have under 10 points. I'm not trying to see Anthony Davis have under 15 points. The only gripe is, bro, I shouldn't be seeing nights of you of being that inefficient, fam. That's it. If you putting up 20, 21, 22, I'm not tripping. Even 19 on like some good shooting, sure. I'm not tripping off that. But you having nights, especially playing next to LeBron, who's having a phenomenal year. You having nights where you can't even scratch 10, bro. Like what? Like, why are we trying to justify this? Why are we trying to act as if that's not a problem? And don't get me wrong, I can understand the fact that we're not going to sit here and just glaze and praise offense. You feel me? But there needs to be a line on like how bad on offense can you be, even though you're playing that good of a defense. I think he's crossing the line of this is inexcusable. Is that wrong? Is that wrong, Mars?
Well, that is inexcusable.
Yes.
What he did last night.
What he continues to do. This is thing in the postseason, in the regular season. This is just the story of AD in the smack dab prime of his career.
Well, I think what he did last night isn't something that's happened very often. I think last night is one of the worst games I've ever seen Anthony Davis play. I haven't seen many games like that from him. So what he did last night, unacceptable. Now, what you say he continues to do, I think that's where I guess the disagreement comes. But I don't think anyone disagrees that what happened last night was unacceptable.
But if he's still having 15, if he's having under 15, or even 17 and shooting poorly, how are we just going to justify that just because he's playing great defense?
The same way we did it with Kevin Garnett.
No, but Kevin Garnett did not have. Kevin Garnett was not playing next to a LeBron James. Like I said, and I told Real Talk this: if he had the guys around him, if he didn't have the guys around him like a LeBron James,
in Boston when he did, he averaged 18 points. That's neither here nor there, man.
Boston, whoa, you can't you can't use Boston.
I hate when y'all look. I actually came up here to criticize AD, but then y'all just start lying. When when AD
one person's talking, I haven't said anything.
So, when AD is by himself in New Orleans those years, if you look at his offensive output, it was fine. These people that y'all compare to, then you say, oh, when he has LeBron, it dips some or it should be making it easier or whatnot. When KG was in a situation where he had other offensive weapons, his points per game went down. But I don't even want to do that today because last night was absolutely egregious. Last night was some of the worst basketball I've seen AD play in all of my life. Bro, if you hurt, go sit down. You running up the court, grabbing at your groin every other play or your hip or whatever. If you're hurt, I'd rather see you in Versace on the sideline than to be on the court getting dog walked by Domantas Sabonis. That shit was ugly last night, bro. We saw Draymond Green completely take him out of a series, Draymond and Kevon Looney. Meanwhile, AD plays this dude. And again, grabbing at the hip, wincing and all that. Bro, if you hurt, sit your ass down. I don't want to
Real
see
talk.
you on the court getting dog walked by Demontis Sabonis.
How about don't let him have a double by halftime? How just that. Like my whole thing about AD, right?
Damn.
Rebounds if you have 9 points.
He was on
You can't.
bullshit. That's why they cut him off.
You can, bro. Like, and again, AD. I want y'all to look at all of AD's performances against the elite bigs this year. Look what happened. Bam, 20, 20, and 10. Jokic went crazy. Last time he played Domantas Sabonis, yeah, AD had a good game.
AD didn't finish that Miami game.
I know, but
So,
I understand he didn't finish that
Might be
Miami game, but
nasty.
But Ben,
I'm not trying to be.
Ben was
But
playing fine.
still,
Ben was playing fine, even though
he had
AD was
20
there,
rebounds, bro. He had 20 rebounds that game. 20, 20, and 10. Like, whenever AD is great against other players where he has a clear physical advantage. As soon as he starts playing against those upper echelon bigs, this is what happens, bro. And it's frustrating. It really is, bro.
Didn't he drop like
But-
50 on Giannis? What you talking about?
Yeah,
was
I
last
be
year.
hating.
Huh?
Didn't he drop like 50 on Giannis? Huh? What are you talking about?
This year? They haven't
Well,
played
no, they
this
haven't
year.
played the Bucks. No.
He talking about last year. I'm pretty sure he's talking about last year.
Bro,
It might have been 2 years ago. To be honest.
I mean, bro,
Was it-
this. I'm
when
just
that-
talking about in
yeah,
recent
that-
times.
It was just
Giannis-
last year. It was last year.
It was last season. It was
Oh,
last
my
season.
fault.
Typically, when AD plays elite bigs, he don't look as dominant as people would like to say.
Are you just
And again,
saying that, or we want to run some numbers and prove you wrong?
No,
Let me know.
I watched.
If you don't really know that, then don't say that.
No, I do. I watch the games. I watched Sabonis literally walk this dude down in the middle of the paint and just do mini jump hooks over 80 to the whole.
That
first
was
half.
last night. What you just said out your mouth was typically when he plays against the dominant big, he always sucks.
Also,
That's what you just said.
And this is the early. This is the problem. The problem that I'm having with him and just with Anthony Davis, because we saw him play Domantas Sabonis last week and have 30 and 12.
Exactly.
What are you doing out here when you're, bro? If you're like I said, bro, if you grabbing at your hip, if you hurt, please, bro, sit down. But if you out here and I'm actually seeing a lot of these niggas that we criticize for sitting out game, I'm seeing people talking about Kawhi needs to retire. Maybe that's because Kawhi's playing every game.
But real talk.
Hold on.
Real talk.
Man, hold on.
Go ahead,
Wait. Maybe actually some of these niggas actually need to sit down because we see what these niggas look like when they play every game. Kawhi playing every game. People saying Kawhi needs to retire. Maybe Kawhi needs to sit down every 2-3 games. Maybe AD needs to sit his ass down every 2-3 games. Maybe that is the point.
I think they both.
don't know.
But here's my thing. Real talk. Here's my thing though, because y'all be acting like.
But you
females,
know
bro.
why they're playing.
Make up y'all mind. If AD with street clothes and all of y'all call him, if AD sits down or is out, what y'all saying? Oh, so he's trying to play through an injury.
I don't call him that.
But most of y'all do. Most of y'all do. You might not call him that, but most of y'all do. So in his mind, he can't win for lose. In his mind, he can't win. No, it's way more niggas you just thinking, man. It's a lot of people who do that. So in his mind, he can't win for lose. Because if he sit out and say I'm hurt, oh man, you could have played through that. Another game, it's like, so what do you?
Oh, you cut out right there. Oh, that man, that was dope. That was a dope beat. I'm not gonna hold you. Early, you lagging crazy.
Please.
What a dope beat? How is that a
This
bonus?
This notion that, again, I keep asking this question: who's the best player in the Lakers? I keep hearing AD, and then we keep having these conversations. It's not. It's not.
All right,
It's not.
All right, please stop because you don't know what you're talking about. You asked.
Oh, yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
You asked. You asked the question when the last time AD's played great against elite big. They played the Kings early this year.
I know they did.
He put out. Yeah, but you didn't say anything. So unless you just get nasty,
I did.
I said low. I literally said if you don't know what you're talking about, don't just say shit. I just told you that, bro. I just told you that.
I did mention it. I did mention it.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. Real talk mentioned that.
What
Real
guy? What
talk
guy?
mentioned
I
that.
did
He
not,
didn't
I did
mention
not
that.
mention that. So against the same Demontis Sabonis, you sat there and asked, I don't know, when's the last time he played well? It was
What's the record against the Monsters? Please enlighten me. What's the record?
Now it's the record. What about how
was
they
the,
played?
was
Yeah,
the
exactly,
record or
bro.
What are we
you
talking
I just
about?
told you before you said that, big dog.
What's the
Know what
you
you
record
talking
against the
about?
Monsters?
you asked the question, when's the last time he played well against an elite big? That was the question.
What's
I
the
am now telling you the last time, and if you're considering a Demontis Sabonis an elite big,
Literally just told the nigga
that's
that.
going to be
Literally
Demontis
just told you
Sabonis.
that, dog.
Earlier, not only this
Football,
season,
you be looking crazy enough. You ain't got to do
literally
all that.
less than a month ago, when he put up 30 points, 16 rebounds, 2 steals, and 3 blocks, and clearly outplayed him, is when the last time he played
Just said
great
that.
against an elite
What
little.
I just say, dog.
And then,
Know what you talking about, bro. Don't just say stuff.
literally, and it held Demontis Sabonis to 8 shot attempts in 34 minutes. That would be the last time when he played elite level against an elite big. That's
Who won
when.
that game?
So that's not what you asked. So I'm answering.
Bro, it's about him playing. Stop moving the goalposts.
You act like Sabonis
So
played
early.
horribly though. Sabonis still was effective.
Dog, I hate when niggas just be on here talking.
That's not what you asked. That's not what you asked.
My problem is
That's not what you
when
asked.
Sabonis, his floor is too low.
That's not what you asked. That's not what you asked. You keep moving the goalposts. That's not what you asked. You didn't ask about who won. You didn't ask if Sabonis was effective.
Sabonis didn't even
That's not
play
what you
bad that
asked.
game. He didn't even play bad. He didn't
That's not
dominate
what you
Sabonis.
asked.
He didn't even
That's not
dominate
what you
Sabonis.
asked.
Sabonis
That's not what
dominated
you
AD.
asked.
Hold on.
That's not what you asked.
Dalen has a question. He has this.
That's not what you asked.
Get out of here, bro.
What
Y'all
you-
y'all
you hear me?
please for
Y'all hear
AD.
me?
You've been doing it.
You sound perfect.
You don't watch the game, big dog.
Hold on.
Let
Let Dalen ask this question.
That's
Let
not
Dalen
what you
say.
asked. That's not what you
Fuck out
asked.
of here.
It's really two questions because I was here earlier and I joined because of this. Dub, you said using KG was a bad example when he was in Boston. I want to know why you said that was a bad example.
Well, because at that point in time, he was on a team with like Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, and even Rondo. So like his responsibilities isn't really to be like the primary scorer of that crew because he has other guys. AD, and especially in the prime of his career, playing next to LeBron, like this should be the prime of his career. So in my head is like you're the best.
Emotional damage.
You're supposed to be the best player of this crew. You're supposed to be the guy that LeBron is, that the Lakers are saying preparing to take on the reins. And if you're having this much inconsistencies offensively, I mean, bro, stuff like this is just inexcusable. I think the defense he provides, I still think he's the best player. I'll never say that he's not. But like having nights like this, bro, I mean, let's be real. There needs to be a standard of like him and the best player like being this inconsistent. We criticize JT for being inconsistent as well, but for some reason,
a better player.
JT.
Yeah.
You really think that?
Yeah. I've been said this several times.
What?
Wow, this is the first time I've heard it. Actually, this is actually the first time.
And also, you. I'm sorry to cut you off, but it sounded like you were about to say we need to start criticizing AD for being inconsistent. People were doing that all postseason last year. What are you talking about? That was literally the biggest criticism of Anthony Davis, that he was inconsistent. Same with Jason Tatum, though. Same with Jason Tatum. People
it's really my main gripe was real talk, because real talk be trying to let this shit slide, and that's the issue I be having. Where we gotta just stop letting this slide, and him only scoring like 9 points. Come on. You criticize him now. You criticize him now.
My problem with AD people are when like we was having that conversation that night, and niggas like Primo are coming on the stream talking about AD was trash in series where he's averaging 27 and 14. That be my problem. If you want to talk about his lows are tremendously low. I will never argue that. This nigga last night was egregious. It was awful. It was pathetic. Like I will continue to say, bro, if you're hurt, sit down, bro. Nobody wants to see you out there laboring around, scoring 9 points, grabbing 9 rebounds, really had
5 turnovers.
Said he let him come in and get 5 more points. Demontis Sabonis is schooling you. You're not even being like the elite defensive player, because
he's in a losing situation.
If you're being inconsistent offensively, AD usually has the defense of he was still AD defensively, but he wasn't AD defensively last night either. So to me, that's when I saw, like, okay, this nigga grabbing at his hip. Did he irritate the hip? If so, sit down. We as a team did not benefit last night with having Anthony Davis on the floor laboring around. We did it.
The only thing I just want to say, I cannot emphasize this enough. I think that everybody, we're saying this, but like, how often does AD look that bad to where he's scoring under 10 points and also doesn't look great defensively? Like, I think that even that was a rare sighting.
That's why I said last game, I think everyone agrees was unacceptable.
Yeah,
but I don't think last game happens very often.
Yeah, last
But
game
Lo,
doesn't
I
happen
don't
that
like
often.
I don't
It
like
doesn't
that
happen
niggas like Vince Carter over here. Once he has a bad game, you can't wait. Praise him when he's cooking too. Praise him when he's cooking too.
He's no. Here's my problem. When he plays against, because we're not comparing AD to the average run of the mill big. We compare him to elite bigs. When AD plays elite bigs, that ceiling that y'all see, I don't see very often. I see closer to the floor or mediocre play. I don't see that dominant big that we talk about. Like Giannis's floor, Embiid's floor,
Where do you rank
Jokic's
him?
floor is not as low as AD, bro.
Do you not think that all of those players are better than Anthony Davis?
I'm gonna say,
No, my problem is they are better, but we put AD in that tier. I don't even think he's in that tier.
No, we don't. Wait, where do you rank?
Bro.
That's a good question. Where do you rank AD? Because I've never heard anybody put him in the tier with Jokic, Giannis, and Embiid. I've never heard that.
Are you serious?
So where do you put him? Where do you put him? Where do you put him in a conversation?
Well, AD and Embiid is in the same tier. They all have, but Jokic and Giannis, I can understand. But Embiid, I mean, bro, they're literally in the same tier.
Embiid clears AD.
When is the last time AD's you think that he had a legitimate argument for an MVP?
Never.
Well,
if you think never, then how can you say he's in the same?
No. I'm saying
not the guy that ranks off of accolades. So why are you even?
I'm saying, when do you think Anthony Davis has shown you consistently he's played an MVP level?
Well, he hasn't played enough games to sit here and been doing that.
Every year from 2015 onwards, he was.
He's been in the MVP.
But AD,
from 2015 till 2020, he played that MVP level every year.
But if he never,
let me say that since he's been with the Lakers, I'm talking about like recently. I'm not talking about in Pelicans AD.
Yeah, but he has
2020, I think is probably
AD is
but every year he hasn't logged in enough games to sit here and be. Hold on. Let's not have revisionist history because AD, I remember last season, especially before he got hurt, he was making tremendous runs when before they had the trade, and everyone was bigging him up, and everyone was giving him mad love and how he's playing so dominantly. Then he got hurt. So it's just the reason he's not in these MVP discussions is majority of the time because the man doesn't play enough games.
Okay. I do. How about I'll just ask when do you think to football into dub? Where do you rank Anthony Davis? That should be the question. Where do you rank?
He's around like 5 to 7 or 8, and I think Joel Embiid's around the same area too.
Among the centers?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, just as players.
Among centers?
I think you just have him.
You have AD.
Wait. You don't have AD. You don't have AD in your.
I have top 10, but not 5 to 7 is Embiid, KD,
8 or 9?
JT arguments.
I mean, you have them. Where do you have AD?
I thought you had.
What do you have, KD? You have KD over 80?
Like 8 or 7.
I've said several times that KD was 6, right outside the top 5. When we were making that argument, KD was 5th.
I'm talking about AD.
I've said this several times, though. I've also said several times. AD's at the back of the top 10.
How you doing, real
talk? The issue with Joel, the issue with Joel though, which is why it's kind of hard for me to like big him up more, is because I cannot see what Joel is gonna do in the postseason because the man is always hurt, right? So me personally, I have Joel and AD right near each other because I know what Joel can bring in the regular season. I think in the regular season you could probably be like, yeah, he's comfortably better than
Joel
AD.
gonna drop.
I don't know how that can translate. I don't know how that's going to translate.
Okay, so let me. Okay, what? I don't.
I'm just asking. Is Bam better than AD right now?
No.
Oh, I want. Okay. So you have Jokic. You have Jokic, Luka, Giannis, Curry, KD. That's your 5.
You have KD, you can have JT in there.
JT.
Joel will be in there too, and then AD.
I just heard this man Dub say Devin Booker better than KD. Now he's talking about KD top.
Mars, shut up. We be on the
So is Devin Booker better than AD?
Shut the fuck up, Mars.
Is Devin Booker better than AD?
No, Mars. No, we just watching games together. Just
now
talking.
I'm asking you. Is Devin Booker? No. Is he better than AD?
No.
Okay.
Look, would you rather have Devin Booker or AD on the Lakers right now?
I'd rather have Anthony Davis. Our defense will plummet tremendously. Oh my God, no, Jesus, our defense will be so bad.
I hate
that's
so
the thing. That's the thing that people like truly don't take into account.
I do take into account
AD and this team, bro. Every time Anthony Davis does not play for us,
it's terrible.
Bro, the shit.
Have you seen every time LeBron's off the court?
Whatever they want.
Yeah, I saw when he was off the court against Portland.
There was a whole game where LeBron.
Yeah, I saw when LeBron was off the court against Portland,
and we still won without LeBron.
Portland is okay.
Yeah, the Lakers are better with
the Lakers are a better team with AD. I don't know what to tell you.
If AD's not there, the defense is shit.
Yeah, I don't get why some people are underselling the value of being the best defender in the world.
So who's more important to that team, AD or LeBron?
Niggas don't
the Lakers
care about defense.
It's
They worry about numbers and true shooting percentage.
It's AD. That's
but
why
I think
we
it's also common sense that the team needs both of them to try and win a championship.
Yes, but the team needs clearly both of them. But it is undeniably AD. If you are expecting AD to anchor the defense, and especially when Vando's not there, the entire defense, while it clearly sounds like y'all expect him also to essentially be relatively consistent scoring output, 20 to 25 points on every single night, while also being the second best playmaker on the team or advantage creator, or being the one who gets the most attention when he gets the ball in his hands, that's more responsibility than LeBron has.
Yeah, by your own admission, you think AD is the most important based on what
by your own admission. If your expectation is that of Anthony Davis, you are not expecting
but
that.
But that's what me
LeBron.
And Dub was saying the other day, that our expectation of AD is to be the best player on the team. And when you come out and drop 9 points on Sabonis,
you can't be.
I got it right.
Well, he's still the best player on the team.
Yeah, but everyone up here has agreed what happened against the Kings was unacceptable.
Wait, just wait. Football.
So when Giannis had that bad, when Giannis had that bad game against Toronto, why didn't we say nothing?
Did I say something?
When Giannis,
you've been talking about Giannis all season. To be fair, though.
I've been cooking all year. We don't have to switch teams. We don't have to switch teams. When LeBron was playing in Houston and Anthony Davis did not play, what did we look like? LeBron James was playing. The best player, in your opinion, was playing that night when we played the Rockets.
What Mars about to say?
Sengun, but
LeBron ain't playing.
I mean, the reason. No, listen. I got you.
Like that with the best player on the court, in your opinion?
Because our guards were awful. What do you mean?
Our guards.
He's a LeBron.
This shows it's LeBron.
Let me ask you a question. How many times? He played fine. What you mean?
He did.
He wasn't AD.
Did you watch
the game?
Yes, I watched the game. He wasn't awful. He wasn't this bad. Sorry, I'm gonna stop yelling.
But not this
when
bad.
y'all are you said you watched the game. You seen him? Hold on.
If you see him,
but this is why I don't under.
They were getting blown out the whole game.
Yeah, they were. That game was bad. That game was bad from start to finish. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm confused though. If y'all watch the game, you see him laboring up and down the floor.
I'm saying,
how many minutes? Click your head like, okay, he doesn't look like himself. So like, I'm not really gonna sit here and harp on it a little too much. Like he played terribly. He played terribly, but
soft is crazy. How many minutes?
He's laboring up the court because he's just soft, man. Like,
he played 33, I think.
33 minutes.
Yeah.
Let me read off.
What was that stat line?
Let me read off some super chats before
go
we
ahead. Go ahead.
Daniel Mason with a super chat. Every time somebody talks about AD, they bring up those games he was dominant against Giannis and the B to excuse his bad play like yesterday.
It's literally hurt.
From the tribe or the trib, I'm not sure. Every time AD has a bad game, talks goes immediately to him underachieving in his career. AD a Hall of Famer. He a champion. He's not new. The football dude is zesty. And low in Marsh. Should the Lakers trade
Just gonna
for
rattle that
Zach
on.
and Caruso? And why is Zach better than D'Lo? What?
I hope he's just asking that question because
Zach better than D'Lo because he's just better at basketball.
Yeah, he's just better. Okay, all right. Yeah. So last night I want to be clear to everybody in the chat, and before we continue, especially because I gotta also make my video about this, bro. AD, no one is excusing what happened for AD. If anything, it should be questioned on if he should have even played or not. It was a back-to-back, literally like 5 days ago. He just got injured. But no one's excuse. If he's out there, then he's out there. Last night he had 9 rebounds, 9 points, 4 blocks, 3 for 9 from the field. And Sabonis looks great out there in a 15-point loss. In a loss that was ballooning to nearly 30. So no one is excusing 5 turnovers too. Don't forget that. No one is excusing that. So I don't make it seem like that. However, what we're saying is if you put into context that the last time he played this bad was against Miami, where he got hurt. He came back and also played very sus as well against Phoenix, but that was his first game back after just returning from an injury, less than like 3 days prior. If you go back, but the last time AD is scored under 10 points, you got to go back pretty far. So I don't want to make it seem as if like these scoring under 10, less than 10-point performances are rare. He put up 40 points against Jokic last year in the postseason. So again, if the question is when's the last time he's played great against a dominant big, I would argue game 1 last year he played great against Jokic.
It was dominant. Yeah, he was.
So I don't like
that's the problem though, Lo.
That's I don't understand
that's
that
the
argument.
problem.
To one game.
When you see it,
he put up 20,
over and over,
18
but you never take the next step.
Yeah, but he's not that. Y'all he taking the next step to what? He's not that good. He's not that good.
I think the disconnect between everyone comes from the people who just don't think AD is as good as people want him to be, and then the people who think AD is meant to be as good as Giannis and Jokic.
He's just not that good, bro.
That's the difference. Some people think AD has the potential to be the best player in the world.
So if you
I used to think that
he's not that good. He's just not that good.
And that's
it. Don't matter. It don't matter if he's a center or power forward. He's not so good.
That's what I've been saying. He ain't as good as I think he is.
Yeah, but if that's the only time
you think he should be,
I'm gonna say if
you just feel wrong.
Yeah, he's just not that good. If the bubble is the only time you've ever seen Anthony Davis look that good, that should not be the litmus test to who Anthony Davis is.
That ain't though.
But I also
no, that's what.
I don't want to undersell like the. Okay, this is I think the thing with AD, right? I do think that ranking him is difficult because I believe his ceiling is as high as those players. When Anthony Davis is playing at his absolute
so you agree
best,
with me?
His impact on the game. His impact on the game. Let's go back, right?
Jesus Christ, no. You think his ceiling is high as Jokic?
It's not.
It's
not. I think
it's not. Let's stop. It's not. You think his ceiling? You think his ceiling is as good as Embiid? Embiid's ceiling,
bro. No,
Embiid just had
hold on. He just asked me a question, fam.
You think?
I do think when AD is playing at his best, he is that good.
No. It's as good. It's as good as Embiid's ceiling. You think their ceiling? You think the best version of who Joel Embiid can be? Who is Embiid has a very legitimate argument that he can be like a top 5 to 10 defensive player in the league. That would be his ceiling. His ceiling is also an all-time great scorer. That's his ceiling. And we can see right now as a passer, his ceiling even as a passer is higher than Anthony Davis. So you think that AD's ceiling matches that ceiling?
33 a night.
In a playoff setting, we have seen the one reason also why I always believe in Anthony Davis is because his whole career he has been a playoff riser. That is also a fact. Now I do think that last postseason the defense was elite, but the offense was very inconsistent and even more inconsistent than previous AD years, like in New Orleans. It was even more inconsistent than that. So I do think there are times like in that series against the Blazers, and I guess you'll say it's the Blazers. Yes, true, but bro, he was dominating that series in a playoff setting. He was getting 40 and 22 and 4 blocks. Like,
I'm not gonna lie,
bro,
that's 5 years ago. Bro.
AD's not that same player anymore, though.
Are you referring to 2020?
No, but I think that's where this AD is not what he was 3, 4, 5 years ago.
Okay. If you want more reason, I do believe in 2020
he was cooking. He was cooking Golden State.
Bro,
too,
AD was like
cooking
we're not
Golden
about to
State.
act like niggas don't be seeing AD like going crazy sometimes. He do have those moments.
He was
But
a
the
power
difference is
forward.
that in 2020, as great as he was in 2020, he still had somebody else alongside him to create great plays for him and made it significantly easier.
What made AD great that series though was how great he was scoring in isolation. So I hate when y'all do that shit.
Against
what
Portland though, against Portland.
What made
it's the reason why he got
2020
ISO
AD special? What made 2020 AD special is that we didn't have to rely on him just being a quote unquote play finisher. We was giving that nigga the ball and that nigga was going to work getting buckets.
Against Portland.
That is a fact.
Against undersized teams.
There's not. I think you and I both agree. There's not really a series that you think Joel Embiid will be able to go into, and he doesn't have, and he would not have to need to have a player to the caliber of LeBron to create enough points for himself to give you 30 when he's healthy. If that's Embiid's ceiling. That he is just a noticeably better shot creator, tough shot maker, generating his own points. Like that, like he is significantly better at that than Anthony.
So low.
Yeah,
bro. Say this then low?
But when you combine that with AD, you're talking about defensively, Embiid can be 5 to 10. When AD is at his best, he's the best in the world on that end. So if I'm getting the best defensive player in the world, he's also giving me 28 and 13 on great shooting splits. No, I'm saying you're
just saying the points. Where do you think Anthony Davis, if everyone's at their ceiling, mind you, where do you think Anthony Davis ranks as a shot creator when everyone is at their ceiling?
You're worried about the shot creation. I'm valuing him being the best defensive player in the world.
No one is denying that. We agree at their best.
Not all 28s are made the same.
Yes,
AD can score 28, but it's not the same as an Embiid 28 or a KD 28.
But
because the way in which he gets it,
I'm saying I definitely get that. Y'all don't have to tell me that. But I'm saying the example that I am using right now was a year when AD was very good in isolation. Now that was 3 years ago. If you want to say that's an anomaly, okay, then that can be a point. But it's not like I'm not going to sit here and act like I've never seen AD kill in one-on-one situations.
For sure.
I think a point.
I think that AD was just better. I think if you want to say 2020, if 2020 AD existed today, sure, I think he's in the AD tier. He's in the top 5 conversations.
AD tier.
But he
doesn't exist anymore. That's not who he is.
No,
real talk.
If you're saying he doesn't exist anymore, then I agree.
We see the best
but I'm not going to sit here, bro. After the 2020 season, niggas was ranking he was top 3 in the world, and niggas was not arguing that.
That was damn near.
For sure. He was a top 3 player back then.
It was damn near 4 years ago.
But he's not top 3 anymore because he got worse.
Let's be clear. That was before Jokic's peak, correct? That was before what Giannis did in 2021, correct? That was before Embiid, who he's been over the past 3 years.
But he also hasn't been that good
and
since
Steph
then.
And Steph and KD were hurt that year. So
there were so many things that had occurred at that point in time for him to be a top 3 player in the league. I'm not saying that he wasn't great that season, sure. But like since then, my nigga, like Jokic, Giannis, and Embiid have 3. Luka is also all 4 of them have just provided more than enough evidence to me that they are better than what AD could be. Undeniably.
I can
imagine
accept the
Embiid
argument.
and LeBron, bro?
I can absolutely accept the argument
Man,
that 2020 it was just peak AD. I absolutely can accept that argument, but I'm not going. What I'm not going to do is act like 2020 version of Anthony Davis is not competing with these other players.
But understand.
Oh no, I think 2020 AD competes, but.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I actually don't. I personally don't.
You don't think 2020 AD competes?
I think if the argument is, again, he said their ceilings. What I believe the best version of who Embiid is versus 2020 Jokic. No, Embiid is still better. Or AD. 2020 AD.
I'm just saying consistently over the course of a season.
Like, for example, what I'm seeing right now from Embiid. Oh, no.
That's better than 2020 AD.
That's better than 2020 AD. That is better.
That's fine. I don't have an argument.
And real talk, also consider the fact, because I'm assuming that a lot of this is going off of what happened in the postseason. Like, AD for the whole entire run, he's going against
fake shooting. Please don't.
No, not fake shooting. He's going against undersized. But he's going against undersized lineups like the Blazers, undersized lineups like the Houston Rockets, defenses that weren't that good like the Denver Nuggets, and also the Miami Heat, who were hobbled. So he's going up and dominating against teams that are incapable of matching up to him. So a guy like
the best player in the world in 2020, Dub?
LeBron.
Didn't he play them same hobble teams that you talking about right now?
Yes, I don't hype up that
different position though.
I don't do it like that. But LeBron has already provided more than enough to be like, yo, he's done this before. So 2020 doesn't mean anything to me because LeBron has already shown what he can be. So that's a moot point.
And it's true. Last time LeBron was in the postseason, he literally did those things. 2018.
Right.
Yes, that's true. And he was alone too. Joel Embiid, if he's next to LeBron James going up against those undersized lineups, he's killing
2018, too. Last time he was there.
Bro, Joel LeBron.
Even if real talk, he was nowhere near the same shot creator. 2020 is just an outlier. And if that's who y'all think that he is at his best, that's fair. I just think that, bro, the ceiling of all these other players is still higher. It's just higher. It is.
I thought he is better.
I just disagree. We're just going to disagree.
Yeah, we're going to disagree.
AD to be a king, dog. Y'all want AD to be a king, and he not. No, he just not. He not that.
Yeah, I just think you guys think AD should be better than he is, and that's why you guys are disappointed.
Because I am completely fine with who AD is right now as a player. I also just know that before LeBron exited his time with the Lakers, the Lakers desperately need to find another shot creator, playmaker, passer, which is the reason why I don't think they need to get Zach LaVine. I do not want the Lakers to tie up $40 million on a year-to-year basis for a player who has a very clear, defined ceiling as a passer and playmaker when that is a person that you need to be putting alongside LaVine. There's too many other options that are going to be available this season to make them better. Maybe not to necessarily maximize AD, but there's too many other solid rotation ball handlers, point of attack defenders, and fives. I think, in my personal opinion, I think the Lakers will be way better going after getting Valanciunas and Caruso than going after getting Zach LaVine.
Valanciunas.
That actually would be good for AD. That would actually get AD at the 4.
Put AD at the 4. Yeah. Valanciunas is a 5. Big body to put on Jokic and have him roam. Point of attack. Shut the fuck up. Point of attack defender and Alex Caruso. That is, and it leaves us being flexible financially.
Anything that gets Alex Caruso is a good deal.
Alex Caruso, I'm Vincent. Alex Caruso is the one.
If Alex Caruso though gets on the Denver Nuggets, we're screwed. We're done. Everybody's done. Bro.
Alex
Caruso on the Nuggets is cooked, bro. We're lost.
That's over. That's over.
Alex Caruso on the Nuggets, Denver repeat. They go back.
Yeah, Denver repeats if Alex Caruso gets on the Nuggets, man.
That's a 4-peat, man.
Him and KCP back together.
Him and KC backcourt. They get to take off anytime they take off Aaron Gordon or MPJ.
Backcourt, Jesus Christ,
man. That man, Jesus.
And they still have Christian Brown and Payne.
And the way they can give up Payne Watson and a pick to get Caruso. It's very possible, man. We're cooked, man. If they get Alex Caruso, we're cooked, man. We're finished, man. They're done.
Lakers didn't extend AD to be Gobert. He got to score.
I ain't gonna lie, Caruso to Minnesota, We also might
the
be
worst
cooked,
game
man.
of like the
We
league.
also-
Caruso to Minnesota is the best regular season defense.
We might be cooked, man. Caruso to Minnesota, we might be cooked, dog.
After they just got cooked by the
man.
Phoenix Suns, what are we talking about?
Oh, that's one. Okay, whatever. All right.
What do
Dub
you
is just-
mean?
Dub
What do
is-
you mean?
I know you're low.
What do you mean? No, what do you mean, bro?
No, a team
Katie
with
who?
Rudy Gobert, McDaniels, and
they can
Caruso.
space-
Oh
And
man,
Ant,
we're
don't
cooked.
forget
Katie
Ant.
shoot. You
And
act like
Ant?
Katie.
Oh
And
man, we're
You
You
got the
acting
best
like-
guard defender, the best wing defender, and the best.
You acting
paint
like
protector.
Katie.
We're
You acting like Katie.
thugs. We're
I'm
You
not
acting
gonna
like
lie.
you
You know
acting
how
like
sweet-
Katie
you know
can't
what's-
shoot over those, bro.
Okay, you're setting yourself up.
You were saying Devin Booker's better than KD during that game.
Oh, Mars,
During the game?
Mars.
So you don't think AD's top 10? You got Devin Booker up there.
If I air out all the shit that you be saying when we just over here watching the games, bro, a lot of people look at you
You can
different.
air out
because
whatever
that
you
was
want. I know
personal.
what you said. You said what you said.
This guy,
That's not-
this guy's insane. This guy's nuts.
That's what he said. The
I'm
people
just
in the
enjoy- I'm
Discord
just being-
can vouch.
I'm just being a fan of the game, bitch. What the fuck?
Yeah, you just know the truth. Devin Booker better.
Nah,
than
but
KD.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie though. I'm not gonna lie. If especially the Suns
Saying it on
and going
business.
against the Timberwolves, if they keep shooting like that, I mean, bro, if they keep shooting like that, I don't see the Timberwolves beating them.
No, I mean obviously, but
I
like,
think
if-
it's a
if
bad.
they-
So I think it's a bad matchup. I think the Wolves can match up for like a lot of teams, like the Lakers and even the Nuggets to an extent. But like if they're going up against the Suns and they're able to like stretch the to take advantage of like KAT and create space where
Cat
Rudy and
hopefully
them
won't be
can't
on the
sit
team
here.
anymore.
Are you trying to get rid of KAT?
Yeah, hopefully
Everyone's
Cat
trying to
isn't.
get rid of my guy.
Yeah,
Cat, man.
and hopefully Cat isn't on the team by the end of the trade deadline, man. Because he don't need to be on this roster anymore, man. He's cooked. He's finished, man. He's done. He is on the worst contract in the league, though. So it's gonna be
Who should they get for?
Let
Really?
Gobert get choked up like
I don't think
that.
it might. I don't think it's.
Everyone's trying to get rid of my guy. Cat. I don't get it, man.
KB, it's the worst. He's getting paid $61 million up until 2028. It's the worst contract.
I know,
in the league.
2028.
Fred
Yes.
VanVleet's contract stands out to me.
Oh, he got that sack.
No. When you get paid,
Here goes Mars.
this is the first. This is you also to people who don't know. KAT hasn't his extension hasn't even kicked in yet. That's how much time he has left on his contract.
Oh nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, he robbed. He robbed them boys, bro. He robbed.
Yes, he robbed.
He
them.
robbed him. That's crazy.
He is 36 this year, and it jumps up to 49 next season. Man, he's
getting
getting
He got
near
the
50 mil?
PPP.
he's getting paid
He
near
got the
50
COVID.
million next year.
Oh my god.
So if they are
PPP.
trying, so if they are going to try to trade KAT, which I do think if they trade KAT, I do like the team much better. But if they do try to trade KAT, right? Who should they get for him? Like who?
Andre Drummond.
Well, it'll be Caruso, but they would probably need to get another small forward.
I'm not gonna lie, get Lauri Markkanen.
Send KAT to
Yeah,
Chicago.
free Larry Markkinen, man. Free Larry Markkinen.
Larry Markkanen's another.
If they
All right,
replace
so that's-
him, if they replace him with Lauri Markkanen, I think that's a much like
They need to get a
and like a younger player as well who can actually fit with Ant on top.
They need to
so.
get a small forward too because they're gonna have to give up. They're going to have to give up Jaden McDaniels to get off that contract because that contract is that bad.
Wait,
No, I like marketing.
No,
nah, they can't get rid of James.
All right, now you chat.
Nah, that's
That contract
you
is
just
so
have
bad.
to fill the contract.
That contract is so bad.
If you not picking up Jaden McDaniels for
Yeah,
contract,
if you getting rid of Jaden, bro, you might as well keep KAT. I'm not.
Yeah,
even
we just gonna have to firm the contract.
And they don't have no draft picks because they gave away their picks to get Rudy Gobert.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but why would you give? Wait,
hey,
why
Cat, guess
would
we
you give
paying
up
you till
McDaniels?
2028. I'm not giving up
I'm
Jaden
saying
McDaniels
the
for salary.
contract. I'm saying the contract is so bad that they would have to give up something of value for a team to take that contract.
Yeah, they're just gonna have
For
to,
someone
they're
like
just gonna have
Lauri
to keep the
Markkanen?
contract.
You can't get rid of Jaden, bro.
That contract
you
is
not get-
so bad
No,
that they
bro.
have no other choice. Because I don't think there's a team that's going to. But okay, the Lauri Markkanen talk is that's the reason why I'm like going to the Zach LaVine thing. People are overreacting to put Zach LaVine on the Lakers, bro, or really anybody, bro. The next to the trade deadline up until like potentially next year's trade deadline for the next like 18 months, bro. Donovan Mitchell, Zach LaVine, Caruso, Powell, Brogdon, Gary Harris, Royce O'Neal are all going to be probably available. Pascal Siakam, Brandon Ingram, DeRozan, Lauri Markkanen, Bojan Bogdanovic, Tobias Harris will all be available. Jakob Poeltl, Valanciunas, Kelly Olynyk, Nikola Vucevic, and Drummond will all be available. Like, there's so many players that are going to be available within this deadline and next deadline that there's no need for anybody to really commit to Zach LaVine getting paid 40 M's Zach LaVine is getting paid the same amount as Luka Doncic, my nigga. Like, what are we doing right now?
Yeah, because he's
get
you know what? Let me show.
I
Get the spider.
Yeah, Spider to me would be, but I think that's a play that Miami's trying to do. Spider is like
Miami
way.
trying to get Spider.
Yeah,
if we don't get Donovan Mitchell this year, bro, I'm not going to say
it may not be this year, but it may be next year. But I think
next year. That's what I mean. Next year.
Yeah, to be fair to Miami, bro. I think Miami did a really great job not trying to overcommit to Harden or James.
Thank you. That's what I've been, bro. Thank you, Lo. I've been saying all the time, bro.
D Mitch seems like to be the answer, and everybody's saying, "Oh, D Mitch is going to go to New York." He's not going. I don't think he's going to New York.
All these people trying to cook. All these people trying to cook Pat Riley and everything.
Bro,
I keep telling people,
goes to Miami,
you need to know when to be patient and when to take risks.
You don't think
you should not be sitting here just trying to get
Bradley Beal. I think not overly committing. If they're available, try to get them. But like not giving up the entire haul because
where you're handicapping your franchise.
Yes, I think
that's what a lot of people do. They cook Pat Riley and all of this for GM mainly because people just know Pat Riley more. But nobody cooks Jerry West for assembling this Los Angeles crew.
Who's
Wait, hold on. Dub, do you not think that Harden going to the Heat would have been a lot more seamless than something like the Clippers? Like,
probably for the Clippers, it would be fine. But James Harden being on Miami and trying to be a part of our organization or our culture, it was not going to be a great fit at all.
Well, like, we're not
putting up with James
next year.
We're
not putting James Harden in Miami.
Bro, stop. Are you talking about like from a basketball perspective or like
week?
All of it from basketball perspective, from because his inconsistent shooting, especially the older he gets, that's something that's not good for us. What the fuck you mean inconsistent? That's what he's been doing. Especially on the Sixers. What?
No, he was shooting 38% on solid attempts last year. What are you talking about?
In the postseason, he was up and down. Honestly, he was majority of the time ass outside of those 40-point games, if we're going to be honest. I'm not dealing with a guy like that. And James on the basketball court, and even from like an outside the basketball court, having a fit like that with James Harden that constantly wants to be coddled, wants to do whatever the fuck he wants, and doesn't want to listen to people. No,
Miami's not on James Harden.
He's going to live in
That's not a narrative. That's a fact.
I seen him go into Philly and play a role where they wanted him to maximize Embiid and the guys around him. He was leading like pretty good offenses. They got into the postseason with a coach like Doc Rivers who didn't know how to space or run sets for Embiid, and he was cooking sets for niggas like James Harden as well. So like not contextualizing everything is a bit like strange to me. So I'm not saying this nigga James is like some postseason riser, but I don't think he would be as bad as you think he'd be on the Heat.
Well, he's been inconsistent for the majority of his career, even in his prime. So you would assume, especially after hamstring injuries, he's going to be more and more inconsistent. That's what he's shown you. Even if, let's say, if he's not buying into that role and he's being more James Harden, those inconsistencies that he even showed you in his prime is something that's going to happen even more, even after he's been getting hurt. So no, it's not about him buying into the fit, and that's why he's playing bad. No, that's just who he's becoming because he's getting older as a player, and the flaws you had when you were younger, the flaws are going to come out more the older you get.
Would you rather have that 2017 John Wall now?
Yeah, talk about it. Right, KB? Right, kid? Right, Low? Would you rather have that 2017 John
Wall now?
Right now, I guess. But last year.
Remember him? Last year?
Last year, no.
That we rather had that 2017.
Last year, still no.
I would have in
the playoffs. I would have rather had
he's
that
barely
John
played
Wall.
so far, bro. Damn.
That John Wall averaged 27.
Yeah, inefficient, but that's good.
Yeah,
the John Wall. You know what's so crazy? He was the least efficient half-court offense in that era of basketball. It's crazy.
It was crazy. Inefficient, man. He was balling that year in the playoffs.
Hey, Cat for Pascal or OG and stuff.
No one wants Cat. I don't know why y'all. I mean, I just said it, but reality, no. Like, there's not a franchise.
After all the offers Toronto got, and they go through with that, I'd be so disappointed in them.
Cat for Jordan Poole.
And Masai isn't that bad. Jordan Poole's on Jordan Poole's on the second worst contract, I think.
Oh my! It's not even that bad, bro. Once the new CBA kicks in, you know. cap
You got a
increase.
lot of
It's
things
not really
going
that
on in
bad,
there.
man.
Well, y'all, you also crazy with Cat. Everyone has now already accepted that Cat is the fourth best or most important player on that team.
That's
That
crazy.
nigga's getting paid nearly 50 M's next year, bro.
But they're
Stop
all
it,
getting
bro.
paid crazy money though. Like and
Mars,
He's getting
what you
paid
said,
the
what you
most.
said
He's
about
getting
no,
paid
I know,
the
but
most.
Poole
I'm
earlier
saying
today?
at Cat, McDaniels, Gobert, they're all
1000%
getting paid.
correct,
Like
buddy.
they're all getting paid.
Thank you very much, real talk, man. I pride myself on
Their
my
luxury tax
fantastic
is gonna be through
takes.
the
Thank
roof.
you.
Because people don't understand, bro. This nigga was in the G League. This nigga was in the G League. This nigga did not know if this nigga was gonna be on a roster. He goes from that to signing a 9-figure deal.
Jordan Poole.
Oh, congratulations to the brother.
I just don't think. You know what's crazy?
Hey, his agent.
You know,
he
what's
got a
crazy?
good agent.
He got
I'm
a
gonna
ring.
sound.
He
I'm
had
gonna
a
sound.
9-figure deal.
Listen.
I won. I was in the G League
boy
2 years
getting
ago.
good.
I just don't think.
That man don't care about
There's
basketball.
no structure
more,
over there, bro. That's why
a
he
fact,
just
bro.
wilding. I
Come
feel
on
like there's
now.
no structure.
That boy
yeah,
insane.
We don't
He's
got
just wilding out there.
He's in
there's no
Washington,
structure.
bro.
He's he's legit vibing out there, bro.
Yeah.
He's legit. And he's not paying attention to no plays being called. He'll get what a coach
Hey,
is
if
saying.
I'm on a team,
He said, "This my team. I got it."
if I'm on a team where I have to share
Bro said I won with the
Kyle
Warriors.
Kuzma,
Now I got a chance to lead my own franchise, bro. I was
He
crazy.
down there doing go, man.
bro. If I'm on a team where I have to share responsibilities with
DC.
Kyle Kuzma, I'm good, bro. I'm straight. Like I'm vibing, bro.
He's vibing,
I'm a
bro.
stay
It's
Kyle
not
Kuzma
vibe.
not that bad though. What
He's
we
not
talking
bad,
about?
but at the same time,
No.
like they're not going nowhere.
Exactly. His point is,
not going
if
nowhere.
I'm on a team where me and Kuz got the reins, oh come on, my nigga, I'm not taking this serious. Because y'all clearly not taking it serious. So I ain't gonna take it serious, bro. None of us taking it serious, bro.
Yo,
y'all want to lose anyway. That's why y'all gave us the reins.
The
Y'all
coach
trying
was
to
trying
take.
to the coach was
Nigga
trying to
in
get his
the middle of
attention.
the
And shit. He
game.
was
So
like,
what we about to eat?
bro, calm down, bro, calm down. you not, we not doing that.
Bro,
You going out tonight?
What we gonna eat after the game, man?
That
Yeah,
team not winning
exactly.
50 games this year, bro.
It's
That team not
crazy
winning
because at the
15
beginning of the
games.
season, maybe
First
none of
quarter.
y'all
Niggas getting
I was
paid
hearing it.
$30 million this year.
People were capping for Jordan Poole.
Just to go out there and just shoot. He don't even have to try. He's
And niggas out there bullshitting getting 30 mil. This nigga's not worried about what niggas.
doing layups. He doing alley oops, getting blown out by 30.
Bro,
to
the
Kyle
funniest-
Kuzma.
Often
And he
he
got-
has.
and he
Funniest
got
play
30
I've
on the
seen
way.
this year, bro, is when that nigga like he had the ball like on a semi break, bro. And it was against Boston, I think. Yeah, and he like turned around. He turns completely around, like dribbles the ball behind or whatever. Turns around, see that bitch like he just did something. He got blocked. I'm like, this nigga's just out here just. He just out here one time. Like, hey, you know,
exactly.
I got a game
Real
this
talk.
Tuesday. Come through. You fuck with a nigga. And like,
He
that's what
think
he
this
on.
and one.
Chilling.
Real talk.
Bro,
He was trying
I need to
he's
give
in
Andre
Washington,
Iguodala the medal for like good friend of the year, because Andre Iguodala was propping him up about being a superstar and everything, and he was gonna explode on the Wizards. Like, come on, bro. Why'd you try to lie to everybody like that?
I think he just looked different on the Warriors.
Hold on, who else said he was going to explode on the Wizards? It was somebody. Wasn't that Ticket or something?
He looked a lot more locked in.
Mars, have they been cooking Ticket? Have they been cooking Ticket about that?
I think
Every time it gets brought up, Ticket just says Jordan Poole's a bum. So I mean,
But before he was saying Jordan Poole's the next Curry.
Yeah, the next up.
Ticket admitted
He
was
It was Jamal Murray and him.
he left Jordan Poole for Cam Thomas. He just moved on.
Yeah, he moved on.
He moved on.
Oh man, they the same nigga.
Cam Thomas the best scorer in the league.
No.
I told him it's Jordan Poole, Jordan Clarkson. Them is the same people, man. They're all in the same.
Chill out.
Respect Jordan Clarkson.
Yo, free
They
Jordan
all
Poole,
in the same realm.
Wow,
A whole lot of moves.
I don't. Somebody saying what I said was bullshit about the Zach LaVine thing. I don't know why, bro. I don't know, bro. Zach LaVine.
I think he would be good for y'all, but I just think the contract is the reason why.
The contract is
low. As
if he was getting paid 25, I think you'd want him.
As a Bulls fan, I would have to let me let you know, right? Zach LaVine ain't as bad as you think he is. You know what I'm saying? He's not a terrible passer. You know what I'm saying? He's just not in a position where he has to pass. He has Alex Caruso and
well, last night he was supposed to pass. He sold my fucking parlay last night. I was expecting him to pass.
No lie, hey Dub, my parlay, no cap, my parlay hit last night because I took the under on his assist. I swear to God.
Yeah, thank God. I should have thought like you, bro, because it was insane, bro. I'm
What
like, and
was
then
it
he
at?
got locked up.
What?
I gave him 4.
Also, it
He was
depends
at
on what the
4.5.
You went
He
too
was at
high.
4.5. Take the under. What are you
Oh,
doing?
you thought he was gonna get 5 plus?
Damo
You
said
wrong.
Jordan Poole.
Wait, yo,
With
Dub,
DeMar
did y'all speak
DeRozan not
about
being there, like, come
Dub, did
on.
y'all speak about speaking of locked up? Y'all speak about Draymond putting Rudy Gobert and Full Nelson? Y'all talked about that?
That was like 2 days ago.
Was it?
Nah, I don't care about talking about
Bro,
that. Like,
I
why does
still it was funny as hell. But
it
that's one
was
of the funniest
funny as
games I
hell, but
watched
it doesn't.
in like the
Well,
last 2
people,
years.
and that's what gets me like, what people like. We know what this is. What Draymond does. He does his dumbass shit for no.
No, it's crazy.
Like,
Rudy said the exact same thing I said.
What'd he
Clay
Well-
and Draymond just didn't want to get embarrassed about Steph, so they just tried to get themselves kicked out of the game.
I don't think I think
agree.
Draymond is true. I think
Warriors
Clay, I
almost
don't know
won.
what happened with Clay McDaniels. I just
Because
Clay grabbed
Clay
his
was getting
shirt.
boxed up by Jaden McDaniels the night before when they played the Timberwolves. He tried to ISO him and he was missing. He was just angry at him for
he was
locking him
getting
up.
boxed up by Karis LeVert.
Clay
is not
grabbed
I mean,
he grabbed
stop.
his shirt first though. That's how it started.
Yeah,
To be,
why
to be
yoked up.
fair, I don't think that nothing is wrong with Zach LaVine as a passer. I just think he's a good enough passer for what the team needs, especially what AD is going to need beyond the LeBron years. That's what I'm saying.
Who are y'all giving up?
That's
Who
because
would
you
y'all
don't
be
believe in
giving
Cam
up
Reddish's
for Zach
bust.
though? Like, who would y'all be giving up for?
Also, I don't think we have enough pieces to get Zach. I think for how they probably value Zach. But people are saying D'Lo, rookie Jalen, potentially Rui, and 2 draft picks.
Yeah,
and I don't think that's enough.
You know what's up? I want.
No, you sound.
Are
cooked.
the Lakers contenders?
Yeah, you cooked my
I'd rather give up.
Honestly,
I don't. And I'll be honest with you. I still don't think that makes us the best team in the West. I don't think that makes us. They may not even make us the second best team in the West. And I don't think that we're top.
Yeah,
I don't think we're
if
top
you're bringing in Zach to be your lead guard, then that's
other than the
that's
Nuggets.
not gonna work.
Say it again.
Other than the Nuggets, who? If we made the trade,
the Rockets.
It's like, for what? Who put Nuggets?
Yeah, what is the trade that you're talking about? As far wouldn't make us number
With
2.
Zach
We
LaVine.
would lose. This is the Zach LaVine trade where we would probably lose. We will without doubt lose D'Lo and probably lose 2 or 3.
Does the deal include Caruso though? Let me ask you that. Does the LaVine deal?
I don't think we can have the. I don't think we had the ability to get both of them.
Okay, if there was an opportunity to get both of them,
bro, we would lose.
Where would we be?
We would lose TP,
So much depth.
Rui,
Oh
D'Lo,
Who is depth when you have Alex
Reeves, and probably like
playing his
and 2 draft picks.
42 minutes.
We be running a lineup that would
Caruso
feature Caruso, LaVine, Cam, LeBron, and still have AD at the 5. And then coming off the bench will be like Jackson Hayes and Christian Wood be our best players coming off the bench.
Any Lakers fans believe in Jackson Hayes?
I do. Not now though, but like give him another year or 2 with some serious defensive pieces around him, get some proper reps with some serious postseason play. He's just not disciplined enough, but he has a lot of the intangibles and athleticism, the gifts to be a really good defender. I'm actually a really believer.
Wait, how old is he?
Situation.
Yeah, if he becomes a more disciplined, if he became as disciplined as McGee became at the end of his career, but still has the ability to retain his athleticism, I actually think that's a solid player coming off the bench. I do believe that.
I want to ask you.
He's just kind of an airhead right now. But did y'all see
I think
that
he's actually
play
more
last night?
switchable than McGee as well defensively.
Yeah. Did y'all see that play last night where McGee just failed by himself?
Yeah, that was he getting old, man. He getting old.
Is my mic still ass?
I don't want both of them though. I don't want both of them. I don't want both. I just don't want Zach LaVine.
Hey Dub, I gotta ask you a question, man.
Okay.
What is like your disdain for James Harden? Like I don't get it.
He's already said it, I think.
I don't like the mentality that he has at all.
He sold Chris Paul's ring in 2018. That's
what do you mean? What do you
sell
mean by mentality, though?
I don't like the mentality that he has. I don't like how he handled the Brooklyn Nets scenario. I don't like how he handled even with him and
Can we
He's so
you asked me.
Paul, that's what
You asked me for my answer. I'm trying to answer for you.
Right.
I don't like how he handled I don't like how the way he handled CP3 and their relationship together, because he put a lot of the blame on CP3 as well.
Did he though?
Yes, he did.
Like he actually said that.
He literally said, "You know why we lost."
What is that? What?
Because at that time against the Warriors,
Yeah.
everyone was saying Chris Paul was the reason they lost, and James Harden said, "You know why we lost."
I mean, I can mean anything. It could have been the 27 threes, right?
No, that wasn't. It was in 2019, not 2018.
You don't feel like there's a reason why they got rid of Chris Paul for Russell Westbrook?
That reason was because James Harden did not want him there no more, and him and CP3 were having. I don't like how James Harden has handled.
He's scoring your favorite player. Oh,
no, it's not even just that. I don't like how he's handled the. I don't like how he's handled the Brooklyn Nets scenario. I hate how he's handled the Philadelphia Sixers, because at the end of the day, you wanting to be out because the guys around you are being hurt and the other guys going through something outside of his control. Like I don't think that's a good enough reason to be wanting out. That doesn't make sense to me. I just don't think he's a hard worker.
I think it was more than just them not playing KD and Kyrie. I think that was more front office too on why he wanted to leave.
What?
1,000%, but the front office was bad too. But when you have KD and even Kyrie like messaging you like, yo, like what's going on here? Like, let's talk this through. And you're not even acknowledging them or giving a text back. The fuck you want him to do? I mean, that's terrible. That's terrible to me.
So now it's all about text messages now. Like, I'm not really getting that.
Bro, it's not. All right, so you're ignoring everything else I said.
No, I'm getting what you're saying, but it sounds like a whole bunch of narratives, if we being honest.
It's not narratives, it's things that's happened. I mean, and I hate this, like everything in life, like everything that we talk about, Low, Mars, and me, like we all talk in whatever narrative that we feel. And it could be a narrative about stats and production, a narrative about like scenarios and things that happen. Like everything in life is like a narrative that can happen. So
when you say like a cancer of the team, like he's a cancer, like how is he a cancer? Like, what does that mean? I'm not getting your point on that.
Okay, so
I've been hearing that narrative go around about this man, and I think it's weird. Hold on. That's like you
asked me the question.
Like, okay, go ahead.
So him throwing his teammate under the bus. Yeah, him throwing his teammate under the bus. Him getting that teammate out of there in 2019. That's cancerous. Him wanting a different coach other than Kevin McHale and wanting Mike D'Antoni for him to still lose. That's not a cancer.
But they got better.
Him wanting out, but
wait. You can't just say he got rid of Kevin McHale, but when he got D'Antoni, they had more success. Like you just can't say that.
You keep interrupting me as I'm giving you all of the examples.
But, I mean, I gotta stop you right there when I feel like you're.
Why? Because these are multiple things that adds up to him being a cancer. So on top of that, him not taking the game serious, him not sitting here and putting in the work in the off season to be in shape. For the regular season so that he can last in the postseason, that's cancerous as well.
Doesn't AD do that though?
No.
He don't?
No.
On purpose?
So AD don't coming in a new season, he don't be a little out of shape, he don't do that?
A little out of shape, probably because that probably happened one time because he was coming back from injury.
Gosh. There's like 10 other players who do the same thing.
10?
Joan beat up. Come on, bro.
Are you trying to excuse it then?
I'm not trying to excuse it, but I just think you can't really use that.
Why not?
Like, come on, bro.
Is it good to do that to come out of shape? Is the good?
I mean, no, but I mean, come on, man. You know what I'm
hitting
trying to
y'all
say.
with counter punches. He coming back with counters.
Something you don't think is good.
I'm not saying that it's not good. Like I'm a Harden fan. I'm not trying to give him no passes. I just think.
But you are giving him passes. You're literally. That's exactly what.
Like
you,
in a
that's
way,
exact.
I'm
that's
exactly saying.
No.
Like,
So
all of it is true, but
understand something.
Time, you don't even really know my plight. You feel me? All I'm trying to say is, I feel like this man has. Not saying that he hasn't flopped because he has. We've seen it, but like, damn, bro, you're not gonna. You feel me? Like, I don't know.
So listen, you can't even explain it.
No, hold on. Have you ever heard the Dallas Mavericks, like something like that, being said about a player that like live TV? You feel me? That shit is crazy.
Oh, that one announcer. I mean, he was cooking. Not gonna lie.
That announcer. That announcer, right?
Saying, like he's talking all narrative.
This is something. They're not narratives. They're facts that actually happen. These are things that actually happen throughout the course of his career. I'm sorry. When you live your life, you're creating a narrative for other people to go off of. Like that's just human. That's what you do, right? And you're giving them examples. You're giving them You're giving them ammo and ammunition to use against you when you're walking and living your life like this. If somebody's out here and let's say being out here and being a hoe for their whole life, it's not a narrative that they're a hoe. They're sitting here being that person so that we have to comment on it and analyze. That's a simple fact. So James Harden has given you.
We're talking about PC.
James Harden.
You can only get this type of content on PC.
James Harden. James Harden has given you more than enough.
That analogy is bullshit, in my opinion.
No, what the fuck? If I live my life,
being a robber.
What the fuck? If I live my life lying to people my whole entire life, then people are going to sit here and create the narrative that I'm a fucking liar because I'm giving them that example. I'm giving them that narrative to use against me. James Harden is doing that. James Harden has done that for the last 8 years now, hopping from team to team.
8 years? All right, that's crazy. All right, bro.
8 years. My bad. Let me shorten it because it really started in 2019. 2019, what, 5, 6 years? He's been doing that for 4 to 6 years.
We're in
now.
2023.
2023? 4 years. He's been doing that for 4 years now. 4 years now. He threw his teammate. He threw his teammate under the bus. He showed up. He showed up just because he did not want to be part of the team. He showed up. He showed up to the fucking Houston Rockets out of shape after just partying, just so he could get up out of there. No. So there you are. You told me before that you're not going to validate it. But here you are validating it.
I agree with
that
you.
Doesn't make sense.
That way, no. But he was.
That doesn't make sense.
He was fucked.
That doesn't. You can't sit here and tell me you are not making excuses for him when you are sitting here making excuses for him. That doesn't make sense. No, You're contradicting yourself. You literally are contradicting yourself.
I'm not saying it's bad. But to make it seem like he's the player that's doing this, bro, wasn't Kyrie.
He's the one showing up out of shape,
bro.
It's not. Your Houston Rockets being that has nothing to do with him not putting the work in to be in shape.
Listen, bro. So you're saying he came in out of shape, right? Because he wanted to leave Houston, right? With the fat suit shit, right? All right. Isn't that the equivalent of Kyrie Irving saying he's willing to have season-ending surgery because he didn't want to play there no more?
And I told Mars and Mars,
come on, bro. You can say it's the same story.
That's a good counter.
The funny thing is, when Mars brought that up yesterday, I said, and Mars, correct me if I'm wrong, I said, yeah, that's cancerous tendencies, right?
But you wouldn't call Kyrie cancer. Some people would, and I feel like
the Kyrie thing. The
Kyrie got that.
That's crazy for him to do. I don't agree with that.
Kyrie got that stigma on his name, though.
Yeah, so you're.
Oh, y'all talking about?
But then you did it. But then you did it. No. But if you watch the show a lot, you missed the part where people don't sit here and use those points to call him cancerous. They use points like him not wanting to get a vaccine. They use points like him sitting here not wanting to play with LeBron James to call him a cancer. That's something that's not appropriate. Now, if you want to bring up shit like that, I can understand you, and we can actually have an honest dialogue. But majority of people don't do that.
His fault, though. That wasn't cancer.
People call him a cancer because he did not want to take a vaccine.
Yeah, but he was right.
I mean,
he was right.
Saying James Harden showed up in a fat suit, right, to get out of Houston. Like, I mean, we've seen players who didn't want to be in a situation had to pull their hand. Honestly, if James didn't get traded and they decided to keep him, right, what do you think would have happened? What do you honestly see Dame pulling that type of stunt?
Wait, what?
Right?
What?
You said Dame pulling that stunt?
Got traded to Milwaukee, right? And he's still playing with the Bucks. I mean, playing with the Trailblazers, and he doesn't want to be there. What do you think happens next?
What do you think?
You think Dame gonna really sit here, or is he gonna force his hand to do some fuck shit?
He's probably gonna force his hand to do some fuck shit.
Okay,
at least he's not.
At least he's, bro. They trying to.
That doesn't make it right. Just because what you're basically saying is.
I'm not saying this.
What you're basically saying is just because somebody else is doing something wrong, that means that I can do something wrong as well. That doesn't make fucking sense. That's not what
I'm saying, bro.
That's exactly what you're saying.
Also,
what are you saying?
In a sense, I'm not saying that it's right, bro.
Just because my coworkers show up to late every day doesn't mean it's okay for me to show up late as well. That doesn't make sense.
That's not what I'm saying, though.
That's exactly what you're saying.
I mean, it's what I'm saying, but you really missing.
Okay.
Like, you missing the point, bro.
I'm not missing
No,
the point.
me.
The point is just I don't agree with your point. That's the issue.
Like, what did we just took names off the players? And it was
But we can't.
What did we switch names?
We can't, and that's the part where you're being unreal. I think a lot of the things with Harden, bro, is really results based, which is why sometimes it is just important to produce results, right? So if we're going back to Houston, shout out my hometown, right? When he's in Houston, Harden, right? We get Dwight Howard, who was at that time an elite big in the league.
Who thought he still should have needed the ball? Come on now, bro.
No, bro. I'm just.
Come on, bro.
I know. Stop,
and he
stop.
had back.
You about to. No. Hey, I just sat here and listened to you.
You're right.
Let me. Yeah. Sit back. So we had Dwight Howard. That didn't really work out. He said he didn't really want Dwight Howard like that. Cool.
Wait, but y'all can't say that.
Wait, stop. Even if you want to stop. Even if you want to say Dwight Howard was declining, whatever. I'm telling you, when you are the one on the franchise and you are directing whether players are here or not, you have to produce. That is what validates your argument. That's why when LeBron fans are like, "Oh, yeah, y'all saying he's the GM," and even in the middle, bro, LeBron in the middle of the season, and what I'm saying, okay, let me start here. The other superstars do it as well, so this isn't just a Harden thing. But what I'm saying is the results are what validates it. LeBron James in the middle of the season, the year before we got Anthony Davis, was like, "Hell yeah, I'll trade all them young niggas." Is AD. And what validated that statement, because that's a hell of a statement to make in the middle of the season while these niggas have to play with you. It's a hell of a statement to make. So clearly, if he doesn't get it done,
don't get hate for that at all. Not hate that shit.
If he does not get it done, then everybody's looking at LeBron. Oh, look at this divisive ass nigga. But the difference is when he got Anthony Davis, we won the chip. So if Harden is going to be directing and, oh, I don't want Dwight, I want Chris. Oh, wait, Chris didn't work. I got to now get Russ. Wait, Russ didn't work. Nigga, we have to start seeing some results. Otherwise, the narrative will start building up. Well, nigga, you asking for this nigga and asking for that nigga, and the same result is the same result. So I'm not saying that Harden is the only one that does it. I'm not saying none of that, because you're right. Other players do it. Damian Lillard right now, when that nigga was talking about, oh, I want to get out of Portland, I want to do this,
that
I want
shit
to do
was
that.
cancerous.
They was asking Dame years ago, oh, if there was a player he would like to play with. He was saying Giannis years ago. Okay, my nigga, now you're on the team with Giannis. So now, if this is a huge year for Damian Lillard, if Damian Lillard goes out there in the playoffs, still doesn't produce, and still loses and still flames out with Giannis Antetokounmpo, we're going to be looking at Dame. That's a fact.
That is
true.
Hey,
real talk putting up 30.
I don't know. Like, I get what y'all saying, really, but at the same time, it's kind of like y'all guys look at it as a lens of like a story being told. You feel me? At this point, they don't really look like basketball players anymore. They look like characters.
That's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about James Harden's game and how his game is basically like manipulation. You know what I'm saying? Like he basically manipulates the rules to his advantage. Like for most of his career.
Wait, isn't that not being a smart and elite basketball player?
But for
like,
most of his career,
I hate that talking point.
But for most of his career, he was manipulating the refs and calling fouls, trying to stick the leg out, fucking doing that fake little head bop that he does on every fucking shot attempt.
Play be better. What do you mean?
Play better? What the fuck you? Okay.
What?
Come on, bro. And then also he traveled on every single step back that he does. Like he travels.
No, bro. No way.
That's a travel, bro.
No, bro.
And then
technically it's not.
The crazy thing is they changed it. They changed the rules. They made it a 0 step to what he does, so they don't have to call it now. Like
same thing when
I don't really care about that. I don't really care about that.
Bro, that's manipulation at its highest point.
I think that's called being
innovative. I thought you was talking about the rules on how what he did with the Sixers. But that right there, I mean, he's drawing fouls, bro.
He changed how you would look at somebody's footwork.
I don't know how is him drawing fouls like that any different from someone doing 18 pump fakes for them to jump into someone?
Yeah, D-Wade was.
So
what?
like,
Come on, bro. Everybody does it. Nigga,
Yeah, D-Wade was like pump faking to death.
Doing an up fake to get a player in the
no,
air.
No. You're getting the player in the air, then you proceed to jump into the player to then draw a foul.
Boom, and one.
And Chris Paul doing a swipe through. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, some of your favorite players. Kobe did that too.
Every player did things to
manipulate
against people. They got fouled.
That's called being a great player.
Every great scorer did it.
Even Steph, when he's shooting threes, he falls down sometimes just to try to get fouls. Barely.
Yeah, he used to have a crazy highlight when he traveled. Nobody said nothing. Well, they did. But like,
every great scorer did it. I don't think there's a great scorer who didn't manipulate a rule or try and draw fouls by doing something. That
sounds like,
but he's a free throw merchant though.
Yeah, I just don't respect
it. He made like 11
again. I just don't respect it.
James Harden won't get into the line.
I get it.
I don't view being a free throw merchant as a bad thing, but he was definitely a free throw.
Say it in a negative connotation.
But if you're saying you don't respect it, then you can't respect like half of the niggas who are good scorers. Like
I definitely can't. I definitely can.
Yeah, you can.
They just.
I mean,
it's
come
the
on,
same
bro.
thing.
Like, I can respect even if they are doing things to manipulate themselves to the line. The problem with James was that in his playoff translation, a part of that drop off is just he's not getting those calls on a consistent enough basis. Exactly. And that's also been a problem for Joel. Bro, I bet the over on Joel, KB. I bet the over on Joel. I think they were playing Indiana. I forgot what team. Bro, the nigga was 3 for 10. He had 18 at half because he was 12 for 12 from the free throw line.
Yeah, that's insane. I'm not rewarding that shit. Nah, Mar, shut up. I hate that. I hate that so much.
If we get to a playoffs and you're not getting those calls anymore, and now you have to rely on the shot making, which I actually think Joel Embiid could be better at that than James is. But if you're looking at James' just shot diet, it's to the cup or a step back contested three.
What did
Come
Kevin
on, in the
Durant?
last 2 years, bro, you seen the midi in there, especially.
What did KD do to manipulate?
The midi was fucking ass.
I'm talking about Houston Harden.
KD used to spam rip-throughs.
That's what I was about to say. The same
KD used to spam rip-throughs.
Yes.
Come on, bro.
Unless I'm misremembering KD. Someone else.
Paul George does it, bro. Everybody does it, bro.
Me and Gabe was like,
not KD. Paul George this season has tried to draw fouls on like 4 different 3-pointers at the end of games. This season.
I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true. But people were like trying to like actually hitting his wrist though. Like people were hitting him.
Yeah, but when a defender leaves their arm and against James Harden, he hooks their arm and draws a foul.
But that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
But when Paul George does it, the defender was actually touching him. The defender's touching James Harden too. He just makes sure they don't pull their arm out. If you touch me and I just say, "Oh well, you've already touched me," so here's what I'm just gonna make sure your arm can't move after the fact you already touched me. That's
Mars, man. Mars, just this part of my body.
Harden ain't been good since they changed the
That's
rules.
just smart. That's just smart in my opinion.
Hey, I'm gonna read some super chats real quick. OKC has too many draft picks to keep every player they draft. I think they need to make a major move within the next 2 to 3 years, which is realistic. Star players. Which realistic star players do you think OKC can trade for and be good?
And
oh man.
No, let me stop. It's not realistic anymore because I didn't think Maxey was gonna have a leap he just had. So I think they're content with what Maxey's doing. And on that note, I'm gonna stop.
Mars is trolling.
Yeah, I'm not sure what players
who came up with the title.
I was thinking genuinely. I was actually thinking Embiid.
The Clippers, there's
because
no way the Clippers are retaining this team
before Maxey had like this insane leap, right? Everyone was looking at James left. The team's not looking that good. It's pretty depleted as well. They're not going to be able to make any like actual legitimate runs with Embiid still like playing the way he plays. So let's ship him off and rebuild, right? Like just with Maxey. That's what I was thinking. But now that the team is like start off really well, they got more pieces from the Clippers, and Maxey had the leap that he had. I think the realistic chance of getting Embiid just kind of fell apart for them realistically. That's what I think.
Shout out Kelly Oubre.
Miami doesn't need 2 overrated players. They already have Jimmy. They don't need 2 people drifting out in the middle of games.
Calling Jimmy overrated?
Disrespectful. Didn't Mikal get them to the Western Conference Finals? Didn't Mikal get them to the Western Conference Finals? How'd they get better when he leaves? He got back there one more time. Doesn't make sense.
Who he's talking about?
He's talking about
Rockets.
then getting Mike D'Antoni and still only making the one Western Conference run.
See, that's what happens when you judge teams by how far they go. Technically, I mean, they won 2 more games in the conference finals, so they got better. If you really think about it. Cooked.
Hey, real question though. Who do you guys think is in these MVP conversations right now? Because there's a lot of guys going crazy right now. You got Joel, Luka, Shea, and Jokic. Who you guys think is going to win the MVP this year?
Luka.
Yeah,
Luka's winning the. I told everybody if the Mavericks get at the 4 seed, Luka's guaranteed winning the MVP.
So we're not going to talk about Luka scoring
Wait, hold
16
on.
the other night, ruining my parlay and playing like shit.
Well, against New Orleans.
Wait, real talk.
Nobody's gonna talk about that. See, it's so funny to me, Dub, how if that was Tatum, you niggas would have been ready to crucify me today. And Riddell comes up here, and we're still out. Oh yeah, Luka's the MVP. And we're not even going to talk about the shit game he just played. He had 16. He had 8 turnovers. He played like shit, and nobody's going to talk about that.
That was a really bad game.
Hold on.
I didn't watch that game.
I'll tell you why. I can tell you why. It's because
that was a really
the
bad
game prior when he played New Orleans again, he had 30 on like really good shooting. So like, it's me just harping on one bad game would just be me being dumb.
But niggas harp on Tatum's back, bro.
Why do you think Tatum should be in the MVP?
I don't know whose niggas. I genuinely don't know whose niggas. Honestly.
Usually it's black people.
Okay. The sass today is crazy. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
No, see over here in America, niggas is everybody when you talking in general. Nigga.
And honestly, he just played okay yesterday against the Wizards. Like he had a okay game. Like,
but it's the Wizards. Who cares? I don't judge any MVP caliber player by what they do against the Wizards. It's the Wizards.
But real talk. Why do you think Jason Tatum should be in the MVP conversation?
Yeah, real talk. Why?
I want to know because I don't see me personally. I don't really. It might be a little bit biased. It might be a little bit hate. I don't really give a fuck. But I don't really see.
Let's make sure that we just understood what he just said in that statement.
Exactly, right.
He said maybe.
I said it may be, but I don't see why you have
I don't give a fuck
conversation. Why do you have an MVP conversation with the likes of Luka, Jokic?
Niggas are nasty, bro.
Why do you think he's in the MVP conversation?
Jason's definitely an MVP conversation.
I want to hear why you don't.
Why not?
I honestly want to hear you why you don't have him first.
Do you have him top 5?
Well,
because he's not even the
I
best
was about
player
to
in his
say
team.
where at top 5, top 3. Like where do you have him?
Yeah.
He's like.
Do you have him top 5?
Top 5 for the MVP conversation or just top 5 players?
Yeah, no, for the
top
MVP conversation.
Top 5 MVP. I feel like if you're top 5, you're in the conversation. So, do you have him top 5?
KAT DeMar DeRozan came 5th in 2022.
Yeah, that's why it's like
Cooked you right there.
the whole top 5.
No, you're cooked. You're cooked.
Top 5 that we don't really take serious.
Top 5, you're in conversation.
Nah.
So you're saying that DeMar DeRozan was in serious in serious like conversations for MVP?
Yeah. Now answer the question: is Jason Tatum top 5?
He's top 5.
Is that not in the conversation?
No,
I mean,
because
if you're in the
DeMar DeRozan was
4,
not in the conversation.
if you're in the 4 or 5, are you really in the conversation?
11 games within the season.
All right, so wait. So let me ask you this then. So Isaiah Thomas back in 2016, 2017, was he actually an MVP?
Team y'all say he got last night?
Was IT?
He went to Philly.
Answer my question.
Was Kevin Durant in the MVP conversation in 2016?
In 2016, 2017, Isaiah Thomas, do you really think he could have been in real conversation?
We're talking about where we're at right now. I think being
top 5. Said if you're top 5, you're in the conversation.
Stop.
If you're in top 5, you're in the conversation.
Y'all are
so
being so disingenuous right now.
Yes, we are. And we're cooking him because
wait. No. It's very disingenuous to compare being 5th 11 games into the season to compared to being 5th when the season's over with.
No,
we're 11 games in. There's 70 games to be played.
And when was DeMar DeRozan in conversation for MVP? Barely 20 games into the season, right?
Tatum finished the season last year top 4.
I don't even know if he was top 5.
And he still wasn't in the conversation.
Like,
I don't
what
even
are
know
you
if he was
doing?
top 5 at that time.
The conversation last year stopped after Giannis, Embiid, and Jokic.
Nobody cared about Tatum at the end of the season when it came to MVP.
He still wasn't in the conversation. He just came forward.
Yeah, because he didn't finish the season well. He did not.
So you're saying
he started the season
He was
great.
definitely in the
I'm saying the
conversation.
conversation changes.
Wait.
Some years there's only one person
great.
in the conversation. Some years there's 9 people in the conversation. It depends on the year.
He was all NBA.
No, he started the season great, but he did
in
not end that season well.
The conversation
he did not
stopped
end
with
the
Steph
season
Curry.
well.
It was one person.
He did
That's
not end the
2017,
season well.
You can't say, oh, he was all NBA, so he's
And then
automatically
now,
in the
last year,
conversation. What about Kevin Durant?
It just
Kevin
changes
Durant was
depending on
all
the year and how many
NBA.
people are playing at that level.
Okay, so I see what you're saying, Mars. You're talking about
What'd you
people
say?
who realistically can win it.
JT was all NBA.
So was Kevin Durant. Was he in the MVP conversations?
Multiple people
There's 2
realistically can win
conversations going
MVP
on
right
at
now.
one time.
Huh?
So all right.
was
So right
first team
now,
all
Well, I
NBA?
wish I could have heard what you said, but they just
Yeah,
I
can't.
said,
yeah.
basically
My fault. Go,
what I
go,
said
go, my
is
fault.
that from what it sounds, what you're saying, like people who realistically can win it, and I'm with you there. So, but right now, this season,
Jason Tatum better than
people who can
KD.
win the MVP is more than usual. I'd say at least 5 right now, maybe 6 could win the MVP.
I don't
see how the season is right
Yeah,
now.
based on the first 9 to 11 games, for depending on the team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If the
there's
season ended
6
now,
people that are in
if the
this
season ended now, there's
Serious.
probably 6 people who would get MVP votes.
But also to add on to that, we have an estimation that the Celtics will be a top 2 seed. Nuggets will be a top 1 seed. Mavericks might be a top 5 seed. And Sixers might be a top 3 seed. So we can kind of stamp them as people who will, based off their seeding and based off their play, will be in the end of season conversation. So at the very least, if we understand the Celtics are at the very least going to be a top 2 seed, and Jason Tatum is playing as well as he is right now, how's he not in the conversation?
Because he's not even the best player on his own team.
And so now we're trolling. So I mean,
we gotta
just,
hear it, Mars.
it is what it is.
I wouldn't
been
say all
trolling
that,
for a
but I
minute.
mean, hey, Tatum in the clutch. He's very shoddy. Just saying.
Yeah, he just had 10 in the 4th last night.
Yeah, I was
You're
gonna say
chatting. The game before that.
destroyed
I mean, shit. When it really
You're
counted,
chatting.
he was the top
Now it's
salesman
not,
of the year.
but you're a Harden fan. Shut up.
I'm not a Harden
Hornets.
fan. Who said I was a Harden
Oh,
fan?
you're not the Harden guy I was talking to?
No, I'm not. I will never be a Harden
Y'all
fan.
sounded like, my bad. All black people
Hell
sound
no.
like.
That's crazy.
No, play with y'all.
I got a
right,
question
so-
for real talk. Oh no, go ahead.
So all
I'm a
right,
Kyrie
so
fan, but
so here's how I see it. Right, if the season ended right now, I see about 4 to 5 people getting a vote. I think it would be Luka, Jokic, Embiid, Jason Tatum, and then I think a sneaky 5 would be Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton. There's somebody in Indiana that would vote, that would give Tyrese Halliburton a single vote, like one vote.
wait.
You know what I'm saying?
Where's Curry?
I mean,
Curry.
Curry.
Yeah,
Curry.
his knee right now.
Bro, Curry's team has
Ant
dropped
not
off
having-
to 7th.
How are you not saying Ant, but you're saying
I don't think Ant's played well enough to get a vote. I just don't think so. Like I think
He's played
Tyrese
better than Tyrese Halliburton.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
bro.
some assists, bro. Shout out Tyrese Halliburton. He's a really good playmaker.
Nah, Tyrese Halliburton is nice. Ticket is weird for not liking Tyrese Halliburton, but
I don't know, man.
Tyrese Halliburton over
He's not
Curry,
better
though?
than Fox.
I wish
I'm
I
so
saw you.
tired.
Yeah,
He is not better than De'Aaron Fox, bro.
I wish I saw what other people are seeing with Tyrese Halliburton.
Wait,
I'm not doing. I think he would get a single vote based on his impact this season. I'm not saying he's a great player. Like I'm saying I think he's a great player, but I'm not saying he's better than any of these people. I'm just saying based on his impact this season.
Yeah, he said he would get a vote because Derrick Rose got a vote in 2021.
What's their record?
They're
6-4, I think.
7 and 4 seed in the East.
7 and 4.
So where in the seeding do you think Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers would have to be for him to get MVP consideration?
Well, they're
Considering
third.
the fact
They're
that
third
we
right now.
already have players in the league that are like locks for the race. Like, okay, Giannis, Jokic, Embiid are locks for the race, and Luka.
So that's
if his
4.
team is performing. So that's already 4. Then you're not even mentioning people like Tatum,
Curry,
KD,
Book,
LeBron, Devin Booker.
You're so nasty. You're so
Devin
nasty.
Booker.
You're so
All right,
nasty.
So So I did say
KD
he's an MVP
instantly
today.
went to
Like, I
Booker.
didn't say
Hey, nah, hey,
Disgusting.
fake talk. I got a question for you, man. I got a question
KD,
for you, bro.
relax.
Nah, bro, you just hate on KD for no reason, bro.
I don't hate on
Bro,
KD.
I got a question for you.
I just acknowledge Devin Booker. I just acknowledge
And
how
you
good
got Dub
Devin
on that
Booker
side
is.
too, and I thought
No.
Dub was a KD
No. Y'all call it KD hate. I acknowledge how good Devin Booker is.
You
That's
call
what I do.
KD the 11th best player in the world. That's hate.
KB, I got
No, I did not. I said it was 10. Relax, buddy.
That's hate. You have Dame better.
I said it was number 10.
He has
Relax,
Dame better.
buddy.
He has Dame
He's
better.
top 10.
You have Dame
He's in
better.
year 17. It's okay. It's okay.
So is LeBron your top 10?
Do you know what KD doing right now?
LeBron in his top 3.
Why?
Oh no, yeah, he did say when LeBron is healthy, he's a top.
He's got Jokic, LeBron, Tatum.
Those are not my top 3 players in the world.
That's your top 3. That's your top 3.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, real talk. I do got a legitimate question for you. So if the Celtics do what they're doing, they get the 1 seed in the East, and the Mavericks get the 3rd seed in the West. Do you realistically think Tatum can get the MVP over Luka?
No.
And I think it is, to me, it should be based on performance. So obviously, if Luka's playing better than Tatum, I don't like, and he's the 3rd seed, he should be the MVP candidate. I don't, but I also don't just judge performance off statistics.
Okay.
So I'm not one to judge. Like, if people are just gonna scream at me that well Luka's averaging 39 and 8, okay. But if I'm watching the game and Luka's just playing better than Jason Tatum, then Luka should be the MVP candidate. And I don't even know why like people be coming with me. I don't understand why people come with me with the Luka point, because I have Luka better than Tatum.
I was just asking a question.
Because you have them in the same. I think you think they're in the same realm.
You should have them. I didn't know that.
Real talk.
I didn't know you hated on Jason Tatum like that. Real talk.
Real talk. Well, I didn't see that. I had to see my question. Do you think they're in the
I
same
got
realm?
them about the same.
You're lying. Then.
Nah, Primo.
Real talk.
You right.
Hello.
Sure do.
You said what?
Is this thing on?
Real talk. Why you always do that? When somebody asks you a tough question, you just go silent.
Answer the question. Do
You
you
know
think
allowed to
Luka?
think?
Do you think Luka?
He could say.
Do you think?
He
Hold
could
on.
say I'm thinking, but he'll literally just be like,
Do you think Luka and Tatum are in the same
My
realm?
dad was not paying attention to KB. What'd you say?
I said, do you think Luka and Tatum are in the same realm?
I think they're in the same caliber of player. Yes.
So yes, you do.
You don't?
So real
I
talk,
do.
you think Jason Tatum is better than Magic Johnson?
I don't think so.
That's dumb. That's dumb. That title, that's question to me, but
that's not. No. He can't say that because he thinks Jalen Green's better than or is pseudo Magic Johnson. I think. That's what you said, right?
No, he thinks a man.
You said something about Jalen Green and Magic Johnson before.
No, I didn't.
No,
he said
something like that.
He said Amen Thompson. He said
Amen Thompson. Sorry, Amen Thompson.
Amen Thompson's gonna be
It was someone on the Rockets.
And then Jalen Green was better than Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. When
Yeah.
Hey, Mark,
I never said better. What I said was he's done more in the NBA.
Done more. Gotcha.
Which is facts.
Mars, who's
better than
Sengun?
21
Who's Sengun?
You don't know what?
Who's single?
Sengun is Jokic with defense.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So we're looking at an all-time Rockets team then, right?
All time.
Yeah.
KD,
You see a
not
6-game
all
winning
time.
streak?
So
there's
Michael
Mars,
Jordan,
talk
Magic
about-
Johnson,
Mars, talk about
Jokic
the
with
Lakers,
defense.
man. I want to hear about the Lakers.
What else
I
we
mean,
got?
not the Lakers, the Rockets.
What's that to hear about? We're about to break the Lakers.
What's Jabari? Wait, what's Jabari Smith Jr.'s count?
Trevor Ariza.
That's crazy.
Oh, he's back to being Trevor.
He's not moving me, man. I got tricked. He's not moving
Let's
me.
not let
let
KB off the hook, bro.
I'm
It's 11 games. It's 11 games.
Do I not think? I don't think Luka and Tatum are in the same. No, I
don't
don't.
think Luka and Tatum are in the same room.
No,
They
I
aren't.
don't.
No.
I don't.
That's crazy, bro.
It's not
What's
crazy.
the separator?
The offense.
better on offense
Luka's
by a large margin.
clearly so far clear of Tatum as a.
But
to
who
me,
said
that's
what's
my
the
opinion.
separator?
They averaged like the same amount of points. The only difference is like 3 assists. Like
My thing is,
I guess
Jason
if you're
Tatum-
box score watching, then I guess yeah.
Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum is.
The difference is 3 assists. Like that's not.
I think overall, Jason Tatum is just as good though. Like overall,
I don't think so.
No,
I just
the defense isn't
The defense moves me. As a wing defender, I think he's really good.
Yeah,
offensively, does not his
Look at
offense
Odell
isn't
ready to
anything
bring
like
up
that.
some stats about Luka defense this year.
I'm not gonna. No, I'm not.
Hey, Luka defense
is like 4 less assists.
But the thing is,
That's
I
3
think
points
when
per
we compare the two,
possession.
y'all look at Tatum's defense because like he's giving you enough on offense to be like, okay, he's a very sound offensive player, and then defensively he's giving you enough to like also be looked at as a very sound defensive player, right? I don't think Luka's giving you that same defensive output as Tatum, but like from an offensive perspective, bro, the way he is giving you like leaps and bounds a lot more to offer than
he's only giving you 4 more assists.
Respect.
Again, if you're looking at it from Mars' perspective in terms of box score watching, then I guess it's cool. Mars is trolling.
I just don't.
So I say facts, and
I just don't look at basketball that way. Like, I understand y'all are saying like, yeah, I also do truly believe Luka's the better offensive player.
Yeah, we
I absolutely believe that.
I just don't think the gap between the offensive gap and the defensive gap is the same.
Wait. I'll let you talk. I just don't think. I just would never evaluate basketball in the sense that, oh, Luka is on the team where he's the primary ball handler, and so he's like.
I think y'all agree.
He's the better passer. He's the better playmaker. All that he clears Tatum of that. Nobody's arguing that. But I do think that Tatum is good enough offensively. Like the way we're talking about Tatum offensively, to me, sometimes I think is just unfair. Like on one end, y'all tell me his team is good enough to where, like, yeah, he can let Drew Holiday and them do some shit by themselves. He can let Jaylen Brown and Porzingis run 2-man game and that be effective. So his on-ball responsibility is not what Luka's is to begin with.
But even if he has those responsibilities, he's still not putting out the output that Luka is putting up. I just think he's a worse scorer, playmaker, and passer. And on top of that, his deficiencies on offense get like, I think he's working on them this year, especially like getting to the rim. He's getting to the rim a lot more. I still think like the pull-up 3-point shooting.
Well, he's posting up more and he's taking mid-ranges again, which is what I've been asking him to do.
Yeah, that's also another thing as well. But I just think from all aspects of offense, I think
they ain't gonna be doing that for long.
Far more better than someone like
from
Tatum.
the 3. What you talking about?
Luka literally is not having those deficiencies right now. And
pulling up.
I think Luka's the thing is though, y'all are gonna bring up like the percentage, which is fine, but I think Luka's a more respectable 3-point shooter. Like teams will like still guard him.
I think they are the same type of 3-point shooter. I think they are the same type. I think both of them.
Someone like the way they guard Luka.
Both of them are going to attempt on the step back jumpers, and when it's falling, niggas are like, "Oh my goodness, look at this!" And when they not falling,
teams will still allow someone like Tatum to just take pull-up threes. Imagine when he played like Philly, I think yesterday. He had like 3 pull-up threes that he was waxing. And I was like, wow, he's actually hitting his pull-up threes. That's pretty outstanding. But like
Tatum in his career has been a good, he had a down season
he's not. I'm not saying Tatum's a bad 3-point shooter.
Tatum's a good 3-point shooter.
I just think off the dribble shooting from like specifically pulling up off of screens is something like that's not really like his forte. I think off the catch is something that
shooter than Luka in his career.
I think off the catch is something that he's better than Luka at as well. I think both of them are just like. I think they're both guys that. I think they're both guys to where you still have to respect their 3. Like they're both like that for both Tatum and Luka. I just think Luka's ability to manipulate defenses while also making the correct reads, his passing and placement is like a lot better. His decision making obviously is a lot better as well, and his scoring versatility is just a lot better in my opinion than someone like Tatum. Like from an offensive standpoint, he just like far like he clears him in every aspect offensively.
You think Luka shoots better than Tatum?
Real talk.
KB,
for me, I'm gonna say this real quick. I co-sign everything KB says, and I'm also one of those people that I will stand by that offense is more important than defense, and I stand by it. So,
especially in today,
but when I could do both though, you acting like Tatum putting up 15.
I never said that.
Exactly. He said he wasn't in the same realm as the guy.
Yeah, like
I don't think so. I don't think he's in that same realm.
Especially 4 assists are moving you.
Mars, you're so nasty. Also, shout out, Jason Tatum's good.
Especially right now, Luka's literally right now averaging 38, 8 on 50, 40, 76 splits. So like that shooting.
How the box score is relevant?
No.
Exactly.
I
bring it up, I'm trolling. But KB can just read the box score. So
I specifically bring up. If you want to remove the points and assists. Oh my God! Yo, stop.
Drew Holiday. That nigga's not going to be averaging 39 and 8.
Stop.
Because Jason Tatum.
But you don't have that same energy.
Because I'm gonna explain. That's fine. The reason you can exclude the box scores that I bring up. That's fine. But the reason why I brought that up specifically were these shooting splits that you were talking about. Because someone said something about Luka's deficiencies as a shooter, which has clearly not been a problem so far this season.
Yeah, it's the beginning of the season now.
But this is what we're talking about, though. We're like,
no, we going. You said that he was miles ahead of Tatum.
That's not.
That's what we was. That was the topic.
We're gonna say the same stuff about Luka later on in the season, and also the people who say Luka just dribbles the ball and then y'all don't watch Luka.
That's just not true, bro. Y'all don't watch the nigga play.
Does not do that at all.
And there's no way y'all are telling me like watching him like lead. Like these kind of offenses, even like I'm not gonna say like bring up like the pieces around him, but like he finally got someone who's like a lob threat, and like Derek Lively, Kyrie Irving's coming around to be like a secondary. So like his team now is starting to look a lot more like just better in terms of like the team output. So what he could do to maximize his own team.
So they better go to the championship this year, right?
No, there's still what? No, we're talking about two individual players right now. That doesn't make any sense.
We recognize the Celtics team is better than the Mavericks, even though I have faith in
the because they got Jason Tatum.
So when
it's just a better roster construction. That's it.
No, because they got Jason Tatum. Championship, that Celtics team and that Mavericks team ain't equivalent.
No, it's not equivalent.
The Mavericks. What are we talking about?
They have better. Better defenders. They have better guys. Better pieces.
But Luka Miles, he better than Jason Tatum. You got Kyrie Irving.
Just because a player that logic doesn't make sense though. Just because a player is better than
KB and Riddell.
So when the Celtics made that championship run, the Mavericks not equivalent to that Celtics team?
No, they're not. The Celtics are much better roster construction
because Luka doesn't play defense.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, now the defense.
Does he play defense like Jason Tatum?
Does he play defense
like Jason Tatum?
Defense matter again.
You said he doesn't play defense.
Does he play defense like Jason Tatum?
KB, I do want to say.
Okay, so that's why.
So my assessments of Luka and Tatum are always going to be on where I see them like projecting to. And to me, one thing I have been asking Tatum to do for a long time is to get back in the mid range and post up more. Because I think that would cut. I know. Hold on, wait, damn. I think that would cut some of his inefficiencies. Because I think he does rely, especially last year, he was relying way too much on step back or trying to get all the way to the cup. I do think, and I don't think that he's a good enough shooter to justify playing that way. I don't think he's a good enough, and I don't think Luka is either. But the quiet thing about Luka is, bro, Luka, if you have a low play on Luka, Luka's going to post him up. Luka has a in-between game, a great in-between game. That's what makes Luka. Not him, because we already know, like, yes, it's great when we see Luka. He comes out in the season shooting, even KB brought it up, 44% from three or whatever. But on the kind of shots that Luka takes, is it truly sustainable that Luka's going to shoot 44% from three the entire season? No, it's not.
It's 42.
But what makes Luka is that even if he has an off night from three, he has other shit to his game. That's what makes Luka.
Where was that other stuff against New Orleans when he was 5 or 16?
That is true, because my parlay was looking for it, but
real talk,
it's there though.
Real talk.
But I think is it not realistic for someone like?
Well, hold on. My thing with Luka Doncic is, at the end of the day, I've already said this multiple times. I co-sign with a lot of things KB says, and if he keeps this up, it really shows like how dominant his score is, because he can score at all three levels, and his passing and his playmaking so dominant where you want to double team him, but everywhere on the court is open for Luka Doncic because he has that vision and that passing ability. Like Grant Williams brought it up, and it's so funny with Luka. The teams are so terrified of him that they guard him full court, and that Luka could just stand like near the half court. There's going to be a guy on them, and they could just play 4-on-4 basketball because of that's how they guard him. So if Luka keeps this up, I definitely give it to you. I think that it will really show how dominant he is. And I think the playoffs are conducive to his play style more so in the regular season anyway. And the biggest thing for Luka, just like you said with Tatum, congratulations to Tatum, is the defense. And he said he's trying harder on defense. We're seeing him try harder on defense. He has actually tried. He's carrying. His hands are very active this season, where he's trying to make a play even if he gets blown by. So if that defensive effort stays where it is, and obviously this offensive dominance stays where it is, I mean, I see Luka in the playoffs doing some crazy things. So that, I mean, I'm an offensive guy.
Oh no, absolutely. If Luka's better defensively, if Luka's better defensively, and if he does shoot 43% from three, it's going to be scary times for the league. Absolutely, I 1000% agree.
Also, someone like Luka can't play. Kyrie Irving's not a star. Well, we got to stop lying about Luka. Y'all need to stop.
Just don't reach out. Chat just be chatting.
Yeah, I'll stop.
Yeah,
he's
but Luka's
8 assists. Mars, man, we got some super chats. You know what I'm saying?
No, thanks for telling me how to do my job.
W-ho.
No problem.
Wow.
No problem, my boy. No problem.
That's sassiness, man.
GDHDG. These new courts are painful AF to look at. Bad for eyes.
They're not that
thank
bad.
you.
Y'all over it.
The Bulls one is terrible. It's all red, bro. Like
I think it's worse to actually watch the Bulls players play than just.
Hey, calm down, Mars. Calm down.
Let him cook.
I guess complain about the court when you have just terrorists just on the floor, but
we're rebuilding now. We're rebuilding.
GDHDG again, bruh. I'm surprised these dudes can even play decent on these weird AF ugly high-paid courts.
Is the in-season tournament today or something?
Ugly in reality. Share your opinion. It's tomorrow.
I think Tuesdays and Fridays, right?
Yeah, so Tuesdays and Fridays. Is he watching something? Why is he watching?
I don't know. GDHDG just has beef with the courts. So
bro,
he wants us to have beef with the courts.
These courts are bad.
Hey, the guy who's a Bulls fan, I got a question for you. Would you trade Alex Caruso?
Dezo.
What is it?
His name's Dezo, not the Bulls fan. Yeah,
I didn't know. Dezer, would you trade Dezo? Would you trade Alex Caruso for a first-round pick in Jaden Hardy?
L Dub in the chat, by the way. Just leave him on.
Jaden Hardy,
young player, can make his own shot. Got some potential.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Man, I don't know if just Jaden Hardy is worth giving up Alex Caruso. I feel like we can get something better than just.
Would you give up Alex Caruso for Jalen Green?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
but I know the Rockets. I know the Rockets wouldn't accept that though.
Of course, because he got value. So I have to prove that Jalen Green got value.
Does he?
As the second best player on his team, he got value. Shout out.
Hey, man, anybody got value if you value him. So I guess
second best player on his team. Okay.
Respect Sengun.
I do respect Sengun. Mike, make best possible duos amongst these players: Steph, LeBron, KG, Kobe, MJ, KG,
KG twice,
Jokic, Magic. I think
I'm
KG
assuming
and
one of them
KG
is KG.
Nah, I like KG and KG.
Nah, that's the ticket duo right there. Okay.
Yeah, KG having himself as a teammate. Yeah, KG and KG.
I mean, but
I'm not gonna lie. I'm going Steph Jokic.
Hey,
Mom,
that's episode 11.
That offense. Wow.
Yeah, that episode was elite.
I think to answer that question,
y'all couldn't tell me that offense isn't unstoppable. Jokic is.
But
yeah, but then imagine Steph and Jokic defending that pick and roll. Cooked.
Who cares?
I'm gonna go Kobe.
Imagine Mars. Imagine anybody else having to guard them in a pick and roll.
It's not that hard to guard them in a pick and roll. You just play drop coverage.
I think it's clear
against Steph.
I'm taking Bron and him.
Is Steph gonna shoot 23s a game? Is Steph gonna shoot 23s a game?
Yeah, he actually would. And
then
they
we
probably
will win the game. We will win the game.
he will probably go 12 for 20. I wouldn't be surprised.
Give me Bron and
Steph will not
Kobe.
go 12 or 20.
Give me Bron and Jordan.
On drop coverage, open threes with Jokic screen setting.
Yes, he's not going 12 or 20. And if he does,
Or
then
Bron and
credit to
Kobe.
him. He's not going 12 or 20.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, he would.
Kobe and Jokic. They cooking.
Bron
Imagine
and
just
Kobe,
like strong
LeBron
side.
and Kobe running shit.
Could you
What is
imagine
niggas
strong
saying?
side post ups with Jokic and Steph
He
on
would've
the
had to
strong
slap the
side?
shit
They
out
can't
of
help
him.
one pass away. It's
You
beautiful.
gotta do
bro.
it. Nah, you just because Steph's averaging like 4 assists, so his playmaking clearly not that good.
KB, there's
If you just play
I
drop
thought we're
coverage,
talking about it all in their primes, like all in
KB,
their
there's three other
Mars
players on the
trolling.
court, though, bro.
So
how much?
You can double him off of somebody else. Like you don't have
and then
to double
Steph's
him off of Steph.
relocation for that DHO to an open three, bro. Y'all just it's too many counters, bro.
Relocation.
It's
Too many counters, bro.
Okay.
Y'all don't understand that offense would do damage.
Kyrie
to
and
the
Jokic are
association.
better duo than Steph and Jokic, but
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
this is Mars' signal to end the show. I don't know what's going on.
It is a little risky because Steph has never played with a big like Jokic. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, imagine Steve Kerr's coaching. He's just gonna make Jokic run split action.
Wait, what's the risky part?
You know what's crazy? They could do
What's
that,
the
and then
risky part?
Jokic could post up, and he can still make the pass. So that's crazy. I don't know. They can still do that.
No, I seen the Chris Poole split action with Chris Poole.
Switch Draymond Green with Jokic.
That's it.
And it worked. Yo, Mars, tell me it didn't work.
that
It didn't result in
ball
Mars.
went
Tell me it didn't work,
automatically,
Mars.
though.
Tell me it didn't work.
No moving me.
All right.
What
you're
Riddell
saying, Randall.
said has been the most convincing thing. Bro, switching Draymond and Jokic in those short roll situations out of that.
Jokic isn't that good of a passer out the short roll if you really think about it. He just throws it up to Aaron Gordon. Like,
so what
if you
Draymond
take-
does
if
to
you take-
Wiggins?
What has Draymond been doing for the past 10 years?
yeah, but sometimes he has
timing,
Looney
though,
down
Ma.
there.
Like, he be
Looney
on
can't
timing
catch
with that
lobs.
shit.
Now
But
imagine
that's
Jokic
why they
without
have. That's
athletes
why
right
they
now.
have Andrew Wiggins cutting to the basket.
KB was saying
Yeah,
no,
Andrew
wasn't
Wiggins,
not moving
Klay
me, but
Thompson,
Riddell had a great point in that short roll.
How is
Sengun is better out the
Jokic?
short
Wait.
roll than
How
You
is
guys are ready for
Jokic
that
posting up while Steph is on the strong side, not moving him?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're just complaining.
You just double team Jokic. It's not that
Jokic
difficult.
in short roll. Yeah, playing 4-on-3.
But you're not gonna see. That's the thing. You're not gonna
It's
trap
deadly, bro.
Steph. You're just gonna
It's
play
deadly.
drop. You're
It's
just gonna play
deadly.
drop.
It's deadly.
All you gotta do.
They're
all
going
you
to
gotta do is
score
play
damn
drop
near
coverage.
every time on. No, they're going to score every time in a.
They damn near
Jokic
score every
4-on-3.
time with Draymond. That's a short roll. Imagine, oh my god.
But that's because they trap Steph.
now
If you
this
don't
nigga
trap
wanna
Steph, there's no
agree.
4-on-3.
Shut up.
Yeah, well, you said you're playing drop.
Yes.
If you were a coach, you might lose your job. So I don't know what to tell you.
Ime Udoka's the best coach in the NBA. Ain't losing
Is he?
his job for that.
And they lost the finals.
Is he the best coach
Yeah.
in the NBA?
And they lost the finals.
Yes.
They lost the finals.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess.
I'm not gonna lie.
Apparently, his scheme didn't work.
Steph ain't going 12 of 20 from 3.
Nah,
every
Jason
game.
Tatum. Jason Tatum.
How?
had all
Okay,
the
what
damn
kind? Okay,
turnovers.
okay. Let me press it. What kind of drop is he playing? Are we showing at the level, or is it like Terry
Nah,
Stotts
deep
2019?
drop. Deep.
Okay, no,
yeah. Deep drop.
So Terry Stotts
Terry
2019
Stotts
drop.
drop, yeah.
Okay,
Terry
yeah.
Stotts
No,
drop.
he's cooking the shit out of that that defense.
What
My
did
God.
Steph shoot in that series from 3?
40 per. I was in the 40s. That's all
So
I
not
know.
12 or 20.
He doesn't. But the thing is, though, he doesn't have to shoot 12 of 20.
I cooked you.
He doesn't have to shoot 12 of 20 though.
Let's see
If you're
what he
giving,
shot. Let's
if
look
you're,
this up.
I'm being
He
so
talking about
serious.
cooked
If
you.
Steph is constantly just getting like practice open shots, why
If
can't
he
he
go-
go for
if
20
he-
for 20?
Cook.
If
Why
he
can't
goes
he?
9 for
Blame
20, that's
Burrow.
an easy 27
42%. We live.
Why
You're
can't-
saying,
why
you're
can't-
saying
why can't he
Steph
go-
is
why
scoring
can't he go-
27 to 30 points every game from threes. Every game from threes.
I don't think he's gonna shoot that many.
You said
Even if he took 12, what's stopping
He's
him from
not
going
gonna
like
shoot
se-
20
What's
threes.
what's stopping him from going 7 for 12?
If he's
On
open,
Terry
he
Stotts
should
coverage.
He's not gonna go 7 for 12 every game.
Why? Why not?
Tell me one instance when he's done that.
No. Tell me why not?
Tell me one
Why
instance
can't he?
where that's happened.
Why can't he?
Yeah, I
He's
was
never
gonna
played
say,
drop.
that's
He
just
never.
the way-
He has never played a drop coverage like that for an entirety of a series. Like
How many games did
Stotts
Terry
won-
Stotts do it? How many games did Terry Stotts do it?
Like 2? He stopped
Okay.
doing that.
And what did Steph shoot in those games?
Let's go check. Let's go check.
Dude,
I'm gonna go check right now.
W debate.
Which games was it?
I think game 1 was one of them.
Okay.
And game 1, I know he shot very well from 3.
Yeah, it wasn't 12 of 20.
What was it?
9 of 15.
So what's the percentage on that?
Damn.
60.
So it's the same as that's the same as what?
No.
12 for 20 is what? 12 for 20 is not 60%?
It doesn't matter. It's not 12 or 20.
It's still 60%. Okay, so
it's about volume. What's the other game? What's the other game? What's the other game?
Hold on, I'm pulling up the series right now.
Because game 2, he was 4 of 14. Bum.
Bum.
4 of 14. Game 3, 6 of 16. Interesting.
He was chugging.
Interesting. 6 of 16.
Sounds like emptying the clip to me. I don't.
And then game 4, 7 of 16. So really, he shot well in one game. Yeah, I live with those results.
Yeah, you do.
I want to put on record. Mars is saying he's leaving the best pull-up three-point shooter in NBA history to wide open three-point looks.
And clearly, it was working. He only shot well in one game.
Okay.
So yes, I will do that, and it will work.
This is a bit overstated, bro.
You just got cooked.
No,
but
I didn't.
I have one more super chat, and then I have
9 of it. He shot 60. I've been told he did what I asked him to do. He shot 60% basically against drop.
One time.
I'm pretty
not
sure.
moving me. What did he shoot in the What did he shoot in the Boston series?
From 3, like 44%. I don't know, something like that.
Because game 5 they didn't do it, so I'm fine taking out game 5.
Game 5 and 6. Game 5 they didn't play drop, and game 6 they didn't play drop, and he.
So we'll see game 1, 2, 3, and 4. So game 1, he was 7 of 14. So
nice.
Mediocre.
50%.
Mediocre.
Next game 5 of 12. Mediocre. Next game 6 of 11. Mediocre. And then game 4, 7 of 14. Yeah.
So before game 5,
this
game
man
5,
said 12 of 20.
Before game 5, Steph was shooting 49% from 49%.
That's not 12 of 20. I have to read the super chat, but KB, just know you got cooked.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Greatest said Mars say premature 33 3-pointers, LeBron and hater.
What?
I think he just wanted you to see those words in that accent.
He did. Open field next. Right?
Open field's next, yeah.
Open field next. If you like the NFL, go watch Open Field.
Football.
Tom Brady's a fraud.
Yeah, we hear.
Yeah.
Don't you ever come back up here again and not say nothing.
Yeah.